Wait, maybe. We're doing my hair together. Yeah, because I tried to do something with my hair today. Okay, I tried, and it literally just wasn't working. I don't know what to tell you. Simply, uh, so how are we feeling about this Met Gala? I'll let you guys start it off, okay? And then I'll tell you a few of my thoughts. Um, yeah, let's do it that way. Hi, Lionesses.
My lioness. My lioness. My lioness.
I know I'm like not 100% sure if I'm gonna be able to stream on Thursday because I'm pretty sure like I'm gonna be going to Vancouver that day and I don't remember exactly the time of anything per chance per se. But I know that I think it's like during the day. So I have a feeling that I might gonna be on the plane when I'm supposed to be streaming. So we're gonna do streams randomly here and there, um, just to make sure that we get our quota in of chatting. Do you know what I mean? Um, like I'm so happy there was Ningning and Karina, but I don't know. It's weird how with the Amazon situation, I'm boycotting low key that too. I was indifferent, but I saw the outfits. My truly my reaction was meh. Yeah, meh is like listen. This is like the. I feel like they just like all of these people can't even with all the money, with everything that they have. I don't think you can really hide the rot anymore. And I mean, there's always gonna be people who are gonna be like, "Oh my god, I love this, um, the looks, whatever," because, well, they're cucked. Honestly, they're just simply cucked. Um, no offense, but um, I think it's just one of those things where sometimes you just have to talk about these topics because I think we've talked about it with my assistant a lot because she is like her job is 100% in the fashion sphere, right? And she has to deal with a lot of fashion people. And what we found with fashion people is that Diva, it's like maybe 3% of the entirety 100% people who are in fashion are adjacent to arts. Like, actually, at least understand what art is about. This is why this year's Met Gala theme is so funny, so ironic. The fact that it's Bezos, another thing on top of it all. I mean, it's always been shit. Like, for example, if you don't know, Lisa from Blackpink, she's dating the Arnold guy. Arnold family is like the guys who own LVMH. They own all of those like designer brands. And on top of it all, they are involved with all the shady ass money that French people have been stealing from Africa for years. But on top of it all, they were the richest people, the richest family. Like the head of the family was the richest man before Musk took over. Just so you understand what type of money we're talking about, and just so you understand why I do not like Lisa from Blackpink. I mean, she's so corny and so lame, and there's nothing artistic about anything that she does. But aside that, there's also the moral issues, you know? Like, she's not just a shitty artist, she's also like a shitty person. Oh, sorry. They're supporting Israel, they're funding it. It's absolutely great. Uh, Yeah, I'm in the oh, we're rich people doing something camp. I never know the tea. And you shouldn't, Diva. It's a waste of time for real. Like, for real. Hi, Pakraj. I didn't see yesterday that you weren't doing well. I hope you're doing better today. I only care about Lisa's and Linus's opinions about the gala. I know, dude. Like, the way you have the curlers in your hair and chatting is giving girl sleepover vibes. I'm loving it. Yes, this is exactly what's happening, Diva. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. We're gonna be yapping. We're gonna talk shit. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna be mean. Um, we're gonna make fun of people. We're also gonna mention the fact that this guy who is, he's like the guy who organized these Amazon labor rights union. He got fired for trying to get better um, safety implemented in the warehouses. Bezos fired him for that, for trying to save like his coworkers' lives, right? Oh yeah, the Met Gala. Every time I'm reminded of that, I just think they're still doing this shit. Exactly. I think that honestly, I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it. I should stop fucking saying the most outrageous shit online. Um, I'm on my bus back, so I can't yap for long. Okay, but tune in if we're still gonna be alive when you're back. You make a great point. Where were the artists? Exactly. Why didn't anyone tell me there was a live? We just started my Linus. I'm so over Blackpink. Me too. Fucking so spiritually Israeli, so spiritually, and really like just capitalist scum, capitalist crud. Cat's Eye in the same category. Also fucking spiritually Israeli capitalist scum crud. Um, Lisa from Blackpink. I think you mean Speedy. don't even, don't even bring it up again. Don't remind me. I'm gonna like lose it. Oh my god, Lord. Fuck. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. We're on some mean shit to get to today because they deserve it. This scum deserves it. The fact that there's like people dying on the streets. I don't know if you've ever if you okay if you've never been to North America, specifically to like one of the big cities, right? If you've never been to LA, New York, or places like I guess Toronto, Vancouver. If you haven't been to Vancouver Granville Street, if you haven't been to Skid Row, you don't understand the type of shit that we're talking about, genuinely, because it is so gross on so many levels. Diva, why is someone calling me? Like, fuck off, I'm live. And it's not even someone I know. It's like a random number. Whatever. Um, Wait, do tell more about Lisa from Blackpink. Yeah, okay. So, God, does anyone have like an article or like a place that compiles all that information just so I can show it to you? Because I honestly cannot keep all of it in my head, but there's so much gross shit. Like, it's like literally every little like um plaything of scum of the earth what was under that roof, and it's just so gross, dude. I can't even fucking start. Like, Barrage, I honestly don't think that anyone who's got anything decent about them should be going anywhere near that place. Trying to push for safety in manufacturing immediately paints a target on your back. Exactly. Like they literally, so they fired him for trying to just have more, like, not more, but I guess better maybe safety regulations and stuff like that, right? And then when he was outside the gala, he got arrested by like 10 cops or by 20 cops. One guy, one singular guy. Every cop is such a little, like, little bitch. Like, I swear to God. And the thing is, I, growing up, didn't really think about them that much. Like, I didn't really think about them positively or negatively or anything like that, even when, like, obviously, like, you see them around, whatever. But as an adult, I look at them and I'm like, you guys are just like such little shits. Like, you can't do anything. You need to slam. Like, the thing is, I've never seen anyone growing up back home in Siberia, never seen cops slamming someone's head into the asphalt like they do it here in America. What the hell is going on? Why are your cops allowed to do anything to you they want and without any repercussions? It's just insane. Now, obviously, I guess like maybe I've seen it something more aggressive back home, maybe at like protests, and even then, never someone literally just like putting their knee in between someone's fucking shoulder blades to the point of like stopping their breathing. I guess maybe if I would have gone somewhere in like Moscow or something where like it's more like lively in the sense of like more people are involved in this shit, maybe I would have seen it. Maybe. But I've never seen it just like randomly on the streets. But here I see it all down. Like I was, Canadian cops are like chiller than American ones. And yet they're not at all. Not at all, especially if you're native. However, here I see like 6 of them. Like when I was walking around in Vancouver, just like downtown, whatever, there's mofos, 6 of them going through a backpack of a homeless guy. Do you need 6 of you bitches to go through a backpack? And my tax dollars are paying for it? At the end of the year, like, no one in my family right now, because we're immigrants, we're not making that much money, right? And we're still, like, we owe taxes at the end of the year, even though we're not in that tax bracket where we should be paying a lot. We're still paying a lot. Like, I think about 30% of my mom's, like, wages just go to fucking tax shit. And then at the end of it all, I see that you bitches are doing all that, but then we don't have enough cops to go attend to someone who's getting beat across the street, like a woman who's getting beat by her husband. That's taking a while to take care of, but searching this random homeless guy, you need 6 of you bitches. Okay. I can't. Like, why are we here? How are we? Can you tell? That like this is what we were kind of discussing with my assistant a lot when it comes to just life in general. It's the fact that like we can't enjoy things that we enjoyed because like fashion, for example, because there's no remotely ethical way of participating in it outside of us like just making it, right? Like my assistant can just like make things herself. Like if she needs something, she just makes it, right? Like if she needs like this bead piece, like headpiece for a wedding for someone or whatever, she just makes it, and the most frustrating thing about talking to people who are in fashion is that whenever they realize that we don't fuck with capitalism or whatever, they're like, well, how are we gonna do our thing if this is not how we live? Like someone has to pay the price so we can have these nice things and whatever. And we're just like, first of all, you didn't just say that. Second of all, of course you need it. Of course you bitches need it. Like 97% of people who are involved in fashion, of course you need exploitation and other shit like that, because the fact of the matter is you can't do anything yourself. You don't know how to sew. You don't know how to do anything. You don't know how to fucking source materials. You don't know how to get something and then make it into a like some kind of cloth or some kind of material that you can like make clothes out of. Of course you need it. You're a useless piece of shit. Of course you need it. Did you hear about the Grape Academy? Yeah, I have. They should all be shot. No questions. My friend Sasha explained that Moscow cops are terrible. I'm sure they are, and also I'm sure that it's gotten a lot worse since I was home, to be honest. Because We've gotten like, like the whole evangelical shit is not at all Russian. Like it's very much not our culture. It's very much like Western culture that was always imposed on the region. And then around 2010, we started to see a lot of changes to our Orthodox Church. And if you like trace it, it's coinciding with the time that Putin kind of got connected with some evangelical bullshit in America and kind of imported that shit into our borders, where basically now we have more like religious lunatics and stuff like that. And that's why it's gotten so much more unfriendly to gay people back home as well, because no one really gave that much of a fuck in the early 2000s. No one gave that much of a fuck in the 80s either. Like, it wasn't common to be like out, I guess, in like suburbs or whatever. Because the thing is, I'm talking from a perspective of someone who's not from one of the big cities. I was always like, my family were always from really far away from centers, in terms of like Moscow, St. Petersburg, other things like that. So we never got like the same experience, you know. There was a rumor Kim Kardashian wanted to rent a sari. Yeah, I heard that. Thank God that they refused her, because she can go fuck herself. Like, genuinely. Literally a million other things you could be doing, yet you choose to waste your resources like this. Exactly. I remember a few years ago in the UK, the policemen would do random backpack searches outside of schools, but they would ironically always pick the ethnic kids over the white kids. Well, it's not ironic, is it? It's just fucking expected of them. Those freaks. Those cop freaks. Yeah, like, fucking ridiculous. There are alternative fashion scenes in Mexico City. I saw there was a People's Gala, all DIY stuff. Exactly. That's the thing. They always say, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna have these things? We're not gonna be able to be like doing fashion shit. Tell that to my aunt who was doing that in Soviet Union. She was doing her own shit. She was always dressed really well because she could make her own clothes, and she did it really well. Being a baddie is not fucking prohibited. Everything evil in the world is somehow connected to US evangelicals. Yeah, fucking freaks. Every 2 business days there's a new religion in America, and I can't stand it. What did you think about Blackpink and aespa's outfits? I only like Jisoo's. I didn't like their outfits. I did not like their outfits, and I need Rose to stop fucking showing up to fashion events altogether, because what the fuck is she doing there? At this point. At this point, if you're just gonna every single day you're just gonna show up in a black dress and call it a day, what the fuck are you on about here? Huh, diva? I can forgive that only when it comes to designers. Like when designers go to events and they don't wear anything fancy, they just wear something like black and simple or whatever. Like, that's not your job to be a model. It's not your job to be showing off designs on yourself. So I understand why they come in and they're boring, like boring looking, right? Their job is to create. However, do I need to? I'm gonna put my phone on a charger too, just so. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Almost fucking fell. Oh my god, you guys, I forgot that I'm supposed to make a fucking coffee. It's been 20 minutes. Shit. Okay, let me put my kettle on again, just because I think that my tea is probably like cold. Also, also, what the fuck is up with all the hands this year? Did you see that? Every other dress is a fucking hand dress. They think it's artistic. They put hands on it. It's as if it's being made in real time. It's showing the hands of the creator. Is that what it is? Dumbass shit. Like, not a single bitch can fucking put together a concept? Really? Really? Who's leaving? Ah. in my part of Europe too, Balkans, I feel like the homophobia has gotten much worse in the last 10 to 15 years or so. Exactly. Have you noticed it? Yeah. Yeah. That wasn't like that until we started to get like really fucking friendly with the Westerners, hey? It always fucking goes back to this shit. Rose, so boring. TBH, even Chinese award shows are better than Met Gala. I mean, yeah. Because you know why? Because the Chinese have all the technology. If you have, if you've ever tried to design anything, like for example, because I make designs for jewelry, there is no way I can make my designs in Canada because we don't have any machinery needed for it. Can you imagine? Like, we just don't have it. It's fucking insane. Maybe if you're like insanely rich, you can like get someone to make a batch for you here. With like, if we're lucky, if we have one fucking machine that can make proper engravings, for example. Like, it's fucking crazy how behind we are on everything. I saw someone like on Reddit say something like, "Oh, I want to support women in comedy, but I hate ex female comedian for spending 100K plus on concerts." Like, she doesn't need your support. What are we doing? Who's spending 100K on concerts? Did you see the trailers for aespa's new album? I have. I've seen the pictures too. Oh, by Crush. That's who was leaving. Okay. Yeah, I love. I think it looks gorgeous, but aespa has the same vibe to me now. Like, they lost their artistic flair. Um, I think it was kind of a combination of things. I think it's SM is like in shambles. Let's start there. Second of all, let me see. Svader said, I searched up Lisa's alter egos in TBH. We needed to bully her way more for that. Yeah. Well, we did. I mean, by season 9, we did bully her quite a bit, I think, for that. I'm not entirely sure because I don't remember that episode that well, but we did make a podcast episode where we were just like laughing at it because it was so dumb. Hi,
Why
empty.
lioness? Why lioness? Why lioness?
Uh, Also learned how a lot of capitalism is connected to the industrialization of the textile industry, worker rights history. Well, yeah, it's like all connected to that. And also connected to patriarchal exploitation of women and children. Blackpink Lisa's outfit is awful. So bad. So bad. Yeah, I mean, okay. Let me actually add a one sec. Screen capture window. Those uglies. Divas. Oh, divas. I'm gonna do this, I guess. Bitch, I don't know. Whatever. Let's see. Lisa Blackpink. Met Gala. Here's Blackpink's outfits. Ass. Okay. I think out of these, I think I like. Jenny's is the least offensive. Jisoo, I just like Jisoo more than I like the other ones, but then at the same time, her brother shit, that was nuts. That was gross. In any case, see the hand thing? What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up? Why is this happening? Why is everyone suddenly making outfits like hand outfits? Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Hi, Esther. It's just like with Espa, fuck. Honestly, like they kind of suck now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, first and foremost, we had like Karina supporting the Republican esque party. Then, uh, then we had Ning Ning saying, like, laughing at someone suggesting that maybe she weighs 50 kilos, and she's like laughing as if it's like, oh, that's so fat. Weighing 50 kilos is so, like, you're such a fatty fat if you weigh that much. Also, it's so funny to me, all the celebrities who are now so aggressive about like being a certain size or weighing a certain amount, considering that they couldn't lose weight for years, and now suddenly they're able to because of what? GLP-1. Yes. So suddenly now they're too good to be even body neutral. What? One sec. Um. Do 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 do. In my part of Balkans, I think no one cares mostly, but I don't know. Maybe if it's I think that when you're in a bigger city, it's always like it doesn't matter, but also I think it depends on like who you hang with, other things like that. But I'm waiting for everyone to turn on Alyssa Leo. It is inevitable. Why? All my exams keep getting leaked. I'm so pissed. Why? What do you mean? Hands-on dress. It reminds me of when you and Bassistan were talking about how a lot of art students would use nudity to express themselves artistic vulnerability, and you guys were tired of it. Yeah. By the way, um, if you're from anywhere but Canada, don't forget to watch episode, I think, 14 of the podcast to make Masha pissed that the video keeps getting views. Just a reminder, simply a reminder of that Masha girl, that Masha bitch. Um, Roxy, Kiki, Vixie, Sunny, and Speedy. Diva, don't remind me. Diva. Diva. um, I no longer want Blackpink in my area. Same. I want nothing to do with them. They like genuinely nothing about them. aespa give me Blackpink vibe now. Like, but except they actually try with their stuff. Like their photo shoots are still good to compare to Blackpink. Blackpink's ass in all regards. At least their outfits are good. They're in especially in their photo shoots and stuff like that, right? Outside of that, Diva can't do it. I simply can't fucking do it, dude. Art students, divas, it's women being like, when I'm naked, it is art, it is new, it's brave, it is empowering because I did it for me. Notice how the output is identical to if I wasn't. Diva. Um, they are like my high school teachers. Ew. I genuinely don't understand how they had the easiest possible dress code this year and somehow everyone turned up in even more boring and blah clothes than usual. I'm telling you, you can't cover up the rot. Like, it stinks. I don't think. I think that they're like struggling at this point because it's just impossible to cover up the rot. Simply put, I don't think they can do it anymore, divas. I don't think they can do it anymore. I mean, I just mean, like, what do you mean you want to support someone who has that kind of money to throw away? We have lost the plot. What do you mean support her? I know. Like, why do you need to support somebody who like spends 100K on concerts and whatever? My favorite out of the four is Jisoo. It's so whimsy and colorful. I can see that. I don't know any of their names, but the one on the right is giving shiny tiled pool floor. I think if I don't know what her concept was. I'm sure they probably went with Monet bullshit or like pointillism bullshit. I think that's what they were going for. Probably. If I look it up, I'm sure that it's gonna be something wrong along those lines. Lisa reheating Lana Del Rey's nachos. Don't even start me, Diva. Don't even start me. I mean, seriously, their outfits is what I would imagine Stella from the reboot to wear to her ball in Solaria. Oh my god, don't even start me on that. Did you see Winx posting Stella going to the Met Gala, whatever? And I'm like, I don't think you guys understand that fairies who are environmentalists, who like the girlies of Winx, honestly, realistically, I don't think any of them would be monarchs, even. Realistically, I think all of them would be commies. Sorry to say, you guys. I'm so sorry to say. A lot of statue shit, like, that is the only art ever. I know. Like, was it hard to just, like, reference specific things ever? Any specific works? Like, actually giving a fuck? Is it difficult? I guess, honestly, who cares? Sometimes I'm like, I like complain about the Met Gala and like how they don't put any effort in. And then I think about it and I'm like, but who gives a fuck? TBH. Oh my god, did I come in? Oh wait, not me looking for my cup. Whatever. She also detached the hands later, so the outfit was even uglier. Am I so fuck? I'm so behind. You know the outfits suck when Pika is quiet. She ain't got nothing to say. Exactly. Exactly. Um. All the talk about Espa Loki reminds me. Does anyone know what happened to Kiss of Life after their cultural appropriation live stream? I think they're still doing their thing in Korea, but I think that the Western market fell through for them entirely. Which I understand. Well, I mean, fuck. Obviously, if you've seen that, like clips from that live, I haven't seen the actual live because, like, I've never been a Kiss of Lifer. Listen. Anyway, also on top of it all, I saw videos of fuck, what is her name? Giselle recently. And I was like, brother, who is that? Who is that? Let me see. Before and after. Oh my god, dude. Honestly, it was always kind of egregious with her. Like the the amount of work done has always been kind of crazy on her. Um but but recently there was like um does anyone have a link to that? God, I can't. Like, it's taking so fucking long. Holy shit. Yeah, like every single year, Rose shows up doing absolutely nothing, giving us nothing. Stop, Ning Ning is so weird for that. Yeah, like literally. And the thing is, I love Ning Ning. Ning Ning was my girl out of Vespa, and I'm like, what the fuck? I am back, got my tea. Diva, fuck it up. Not me realizing I should start making my fucking coffee already. that Kanye situation, which one? Which one out of all of them, dude? I'm gonna make tea too, so dehydrate your hops, strawberry tea? Hell yeah. Um, will we have streams on Tuesdays also now, or is it just like a coincidence that there was one last week also? Was there one last week also? The thing is, I'm thinking I might just start streaming all the time, divas, because I like being able to talk to you directly, quickly about things like this. Because I'm not fucking making a video on this shit. I'm simply not editing. I'm simply not doing all that to talk about this lazy ass shit. Sorry to say. And also, especially in this day and age, I'm telling you, when people are right outside of the Met Gala are starving, dying on the streets, right there, rats scurrying around, everything just looks absolutely horrific. The world is a absolute mess, and they're walking around in their ugly ass outfits. Listen, I'm so behind. I need to like. I know there was like 16 viewers at 1 second, but I think that maybe it's bots or something because it like dropped immediately. Um, the winks never harm nature. Oh, how that aged. I know. um, subject line in your chat message somewhere, or Lisa will get confused. I think that you guys are gonna get tired of typing that out though. Um, oh, hi, Diddy. I keep saying that every time. I'm so sorry. Met Lisa Gala Fevral. Oh my god. Listen. Kiss of Life was such a disappointment. Honestly, yeah, it really was, wasn't it, right? Because the thing is, I did really like um their early like their anything that was like R&B or early 2000s inspired. I really liked it. I thought they were pulling it off pretty well. And then they had to do all that. That was so gross. I genuinely, in what world would that sound like a good idea? It's not like there was even, you know, like sometimes you can tell that someone is like from like a different culture, whatever, and they don't know whatever the hell. But even then, the take of like what they're portraying and what they're trying to look like or what they're doing, it's still a lot more respectful, or you can see the admiration in that. These bitches just were racist straight up. Natty was my bias. Damn. Damn Puka. Puka. um wait, oh my god, which Winx Club characters do you think is Republican? Icy? I know, Giselle got a whole new face. What the fuck was that? Did you again? Anyone got a link? Did I miss this? I finally ended my situationship, you guys. I was tired. Diva. 6-inch pumps play with his balls. This is for you for ending it. Good for you, Diva. Who farted? Huh? Thank you for feeding us so good, Linus Ferral. Oh my god. You don't say. Hell yes, stream Lisa serveral. Why serveral? You know what? I should probably change my name on this channel from Sim Lisa Fevral to Stream Lisa Fevral. I'm so for streams every day, but given that I'm a completionist, I know I'll get a very bad FOMO when I couldn't attend the live. I know, but you know, I'm thinking about it though because I feel like like maybe I won't do like 4-hour streams because I'm so pooped afterwards, but do like every day for 2 to 3 hours or something like that, because I think honestly there's so many things that I don't want to be making separate videos on anymore, and I think that it's more fun for us to just like talk about it like this than me making a 25-minute video covering the fucking Met Gala when I don't give a shit about them. Like, I would rather talk shit with you live about it, you know, than make a stupid ass, stinky ass video discussing this scum. Genuinely, like, what am I supposed to say? Um, I should spill the tea on the K-pop groups. Okay, ask me, I'll spill. When I hear the sentence "Kiss of Life," I think of Sade's "Kiss of Life," which is one of my favorite songs. Ой, хопочка. О, ляпочка. It was shocking. Like, they had pictures of Black Americans on their phones being like, yeah, this is what we're cosplaying as today. Yeah. And it wasn't like, oh, this is like a celebrity that I love, like I dressed up as Beyonce or whatever. This is what I would say would be at least in the realm of just being confused and whatever the fuck, and you could at least have a conversation about whether they were malicious about it. But that, I was like, well, like, there's no room for a discussion. Do you know what I mean? Like there's definitely like, I think that when you're a K-pop star and you get like media training and stuff like that, it's already like there's no room for being like it was a mistake, you know? But at least in some regard it could have been a mistake if it was something else entirely, right? Because this, I was just like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's just bad. That's like, you divas are just racist. Sorry to say. Sorry to say. And the thing is, yeah, Giselle, first of all, she got she got her new face. When was that? Like, maybe Armageddon? Was it Armageddon? No. Maybe, fuck. Spicy? I think she got her first face. Or second face. Because she debuted with the first face that she bought. Then she debuted a new face when it was spicy time. Okay. Then she debuted another. Does anyone know what Lisa is curling her hair for? Nothing. Just for you, divas. Just for you. I just couldn't do anything today with it, and I was like, I don't know, just let me curl it and together, have fun together with the curlers. But yeah, so then, wait, who said what? Fuck, I missed it. Anyway, so then recently I saw a video of Giselle dancing at a concert, and just like Ning Ning, she's like very, very, very thin now to compare to what she used to be. And then she legit has a new face. I'm not even kidding. I didn't know that it was Giselle until someone said so. Until someone said, oh, you guys, that's Giselle. That's a crazy amount of work to be done on a face. Like, I mean, I understand that they're in the public eye, whatever. I understand that they're doing things to their faces or whatever, but it's so crazy to be like, oh, that's a separate person. She straight up just like plopped her face off and put another face on. Do you stream any K-pop group right now, or which artists are you listening to right now? I'm always gonna be a Red Velvet girly. I listen to their solo music too, but I think I'm more like a Irene and Solgi type person. Jelly, did you tell me that? Did you say that I'm gorgeous? If so, thank you. Little Pika is just like being so loud. Um, Coffee date streams, like having Lisa over for tea. Yes. Real, this community is so fun, and watching the VODs is fun. Uh, but I get so FOMO. Damn. Kiss of Life have right now Who Is She come back, and it was clearly made to vibe in Britney songs, but I'm not supporting them. Fuck. This is what pisses me off so much. It's like just had to ruin it. Does anyone oh okay, wait. Whiplash Era was Giselle's new phase debut. I remember it. Okay. That makes sense. She like debuted at least two faces for sure. Wait, who's Masha? Just the bitch that took down my podcast episode in Canada. Only in Canada, because she's like, she was pissed that I showed screenshots of her jumping me publicly because of my ethnicity. And turns out, like, I showed screenshots of her supporting like a far right group in Canada, and she got pissed about it. Um, Last podcast episode with Assistant. When will we have Assistant spin-off podcast where she tells Lisa and us all the stories she holds back? I'm thinking about it. I'm honestly a little bit tired of doing an arts podcast because I have a hard time sometimes with it. I don't know. I'm like so lost in general. Wait, one sec. Um, Let me grab some milk real quick. Pika, отпусти. Отпусти меня. Okay. Uh, People say Ning Ning and Giselle have a competitive ED. They do. They do. Kind of like Wan Yong and Liz. Liz? Is that her name? Pretty sure it is, though. Uh, so random, but I have to vent. Men in humanities are so insufferable. This one guy with his big words signifying absolutely nothing, and with his British accent, anywho, enjoying the live now. Who the hell are you talking about? Our Beijing Fashion Week, rather. Low key, that K drama mask girl isn't too far from reality at this point. I don't know which one you're talking about, but I kind of think I know what you're talking about. So I agree. My sister in mid 30s discovered BTS few years ago. She bullied me for liking TXT. It's just fucking music, dude. I don't know. Esther, I've seen a lot of people liking it, but I don't think it's for us, especially if you like the message of the first movie. There's so many conversations going on. I'm still behind. Do what you want to do, what makes you happy too. I know. Lisa, sorry if this is a stupid ass and obvious thing to say, but have you considered just making a new channel since main channel not being pushed? Deep down, I know Lisa would say kill billionaires. I think so. My thinking here is right. So I've been. Pika, don't cry. Let me grab Pika so she doesn't cry. Come on. She wants out into the living room, but the living room is full with a cat, and one baby at a time can only be accommodated in a room, you know? So yeah, so this is why I kind of created second channel that was for gaming, right? But then I realized I saw with Chanspear too, like she created a second channel and a couple of videos blew up, but then again it started to plateau. I think that in my opinion, there's a problem with YouTube in general as a platform now because it's one thing if I didn't have anyone watching me before or if I was starting from zero, right? But I'm not. So, you're my little one. You're just my little one. What is this? What do you have here? Anyway, so um what is it? What? Um she wants to literally just go into the other room and she's going to dig a hole through the door if I let her go, but then she also doesn't want to be in my like in my arms, you know what I mean? Like she's like fuck off. But I don't want to fuck off. Anyway, um what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I think my thinking here is that I'm not seeing anybody blowing up on YouTube anymore in general. So I think that the algorithm is just not creator focused and it's kind of prioritizing it's prioritizing genres. So my theory here is, right? YouTube was tired of having to listen to creators on anything, because you remember when creators were able to just like kind of collectively say something to YouTube. They used to have YouTube offices in all major cities and people could use it to like film. There was like places to film in there. They were kind of promoting collaboration between YouTubers and other things like that. And I think that the platform, when they pivoted to AI and were acquired, first acquired by Google, then pivoted to AI. What is it, my little one? What is it? What is it? You want to come off? Okay. You can come off. You don't have to be on my lap. It's okay. Anyway. So obviously right now they're I don't think they're pushing AI purposefully. I think it's a byproduct of using an algorithm in general. Algorithms that are AI powered, they are known to be biased towards AI produced content. And I don't just mean content, I mean, like, for example, if you're applying for a job and they use AI screening. Pika, what the fuck? Pika, what in the fuck of the fuck? Pika, I can't let you out. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not doing it on purpose. You know. So my thinking here is that they are basically suffering with an issue of both having like less control over what is going on in terms of what content is getting pushed because the AI algorithm is prioritizing AI stuff. It's the same thing with when you're applying to jobs with your resume. If your resume was created by AI and they use AI screening, you are more likely to go through the first stage of screening because AI is being used. And there's like a clear bias there when it comes to screening, like automatic screening. So of course, right now YouTube is going to be having this issue of AI being prioritized, and I don't think they're like doing it on purpose because I don't think that people love being duped into watching AI shit and being like, fuck, this isn't even a real person. Like, I wasted time watching this. Now, on top of it all, I think that another problem that is a problem for creators, not for the platform, I guess. The platform was tired of having to answer to the workers, to the creators, YouTubers. So they decided to, this is again, guys, this is just my speculation based on just the information that I do know, right? I think what they were thinking of is replacing the need of relying on creators by prioritizing genre based like recommendations model. So instead of, for example, you making videos like, or not even genre only, but topics too, right? So for example, if I was making videos that are commentary adjacent, video essay adjacent, not exactly fully in either, but my videos were recommended alongside videos that had a similar kind of appeal. Now, that space is filled with a lot of AI videos because they can pump them out really quickly. But on top of it all, if I make a video that is of a different genre, like for example, I'm talking still about fashion, right? Let's say I'm talking about fashion. And I make a video where I go to a factory and I show how it works, for example, a factory that produces clothes that are like Y2K style or something like that, which is would be like peak cross of all the interests of people who followed me on my main channel. I would be in a situation where technically that video should perform really well because it's at an intersection of so many interests of the people who follow me. But it's actually not going to perform right now on YouTube because my genre was me sitting down and talking to the camera, reading a script, right, that I wrote. So YouTube wins in this situation if they push this type of approach in a sense of constantly having new content because people can start and get pretty big on YouTube by just copying a certain genre of videos, a certain format, right? While at the same time, never actually having anyone pop off as a person, like as a brand. You're always kind of like for example, there's big channels like Mina, for example. She cannot do something else without losing at least like 80% of her views when she does anything that's not quite literally a discussion of the same three topics she does over and over again. You see, it's all because no one actually, like, the YouTube is not prioritizing her channel or her as a creator, it's prioritizing a genre. Pika, don't cry. Anyway, let me catch up with you guys. I know the Met Gala sucked, but did you see Aileen Gu's bubble dress? That was so gorgina. I can't stop thinking about it. Let's go, Aileen Gu. Oh, actually, I'm closing it just because it's giving me tribe. I'm sorry, it's giving me tribe. Oh, okay. Thanks for the rec. Oh, well, you guys are talking about some kind of recommendations. Okay, that makes sense. Just repost all the videos. it's a different. It's a different environment. It's so funny because a lot of people are quite. Like they keep on talking about the fact that, like, oh, Lisa, make more styling videos, and it's like, Diva, they're not gonna perform. They're not. You say you want them, but if that would have been what you actually wanted, my like those videos would have been picking up speed again. Do you know what I mean? Like old videos that I created that were already existing, they would have picked up speed. At least they would have picked up speed a couple of times before again, but they don't. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I know for a fact that you don't know what you want right now as a consumer kind of thing, because you're asking for this thing, but this thing does not perform, which means that you don't actually want it. YouTube's pushing aggregators over creators. Exactly. Show us your makeup. What kind? You know, let me tell you what. I stopped using this for a long time. I was using it when I was in uni. Then I stopped using it and was using Glossier foundation with Glossier Future Dew mixed in. And I'm going to tell you what, not worth it. Pika. Нет. It's not worth it because it's just not it's not like it's honestly it's gotten so much more expensive. It's crazy. I remember I like literally have receipts of buying Future Dew for like $20 or some shit like that, and now it's like 40 or some shit. It's crazy how much the prices have changed in like 6 years, yet our wages didn't change at all. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, so now I went back to this Misha tint, this perfect cover BB cream. Diva, fantastic ass shit, honestly. I mean, I think they have quite a few colors, like quite a few shades. I'm pretty sure even if you have darker skin tone, I think they have some darker shades. Obviously, this is a Korean brand, so they're going to be catering to Korean skin tones, like the most common shades. So I don't know if they have a lot, but this one is the palest one, number 13, and it actually suits me. Thank God, which usually Asian brands are a bit too dark for me, except if they have number 13 or 17. Then I can actually wear it. But this is so great, Diva. Moisturizing. I have really dry skin. Or not really dry, but it's prone to being dry. And I live in a dry climate. So I really need something moisturizing. So I use this. And I use a little bit of loose loose setting powder from Glossier, but I'm thinking of replacing a lot of Glossier things just because like they keep getting more expensive while I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do love their concealer, like the stretch concealer does hit. I can't tell you otherwise. It's actually great. My God says if you say kill billionaires on this or this state that shall not be named when YouTube won't show your vids to anyone, even your subscribers, and I want Lisa Serval Motherquake event. Diva, it's true. Because the thing is I told you my impressions dropped 80% when I called out this state that shall not be named in my video. Off topic, but why are they showing gambling ads in movie theaters? I went to see a movie the other day and went to see a movie and saw an ad for gambling app at a movie that was rated PG-13. Yeah, it's really bad, dude. I don't know how that's legal. How is that legal? By the way, how is that legal in North America to have political ads? You guys are wildin'. You guys are wildin'. You just allow anything, like anything, even if it's morally bankrupt. At this point, AI is talking to AI. We're not necessarily necessary anymore. Exactly. It's so crazy. Like sometimes I get like comments and I'm like, this is it, straight up AI. And like it's kind of right on the money in terms of what it says, but you can tell it's still AI comments. And like, I don't give a flying fuck to talk to a bunch of robots, even if it pays me money. Sorry to say. Like, why would I want to do that? The amount of AI Insta accounts and TikToks that show up now is staggering and people are falling for it. It should be fucking not allowed. Hi, Saturna. Right now, I'm walking to the store to buy some sweets because I had a very bad day. Oh, you had a very bad day? What the heck? And right after that, I'll have to walk my dog, and I can't do all that while listening to you, sadly. It's okay. You'll be back, Diva. It's okay. You need those time slots for your subconscious mind to ruminate and simmer, but people need something to just do it. And YouTube is like prioritizing this, and so are movies. It's really bad. Is it lagging? Is it? I mean, AI uses multi-label from the wordings of the creator. If they are single labeling, then they are fucking stupid. If you're going to use AI, at least use the right model. I know. Maya, have you heard that theory about dead internet? Yeah, I mean, there was a report a couple of days ago released that basically said divas half of the internet right now just bots, which is like really depressing, not gonna lie. Yeah, one of the creators I like got hacked a while back, and after she managed to get it back, her view count was never the same, and it was so heartbreaking to hear. Yeah, it's just like they do that shit to you. That's why I'm thinking full on just pivoting to streaming because I care to talk to people I like more. I don't know. Um, did you guys already talk about Emma's dress? Emma who? Maria from the Maria's dress? Okay, let me see. Not theme. Oh, I'll actually fuck with that one. Okay. People want the concept of wanting a styling video, literally. Yeah, same. Like I don't see older videos being recommended at all to me, to BH. I immediately get the ick seeing someone at the Met Gala. Like, why are you there? I used to think you were cool. Same. I'm not gonna lie. Um, there's been so many times I wanted to watch something and couldn't decide despite knowing there's a shit ton of creators and videos I'm interested in. I know, I like can't find anything I want to watch on YouTube lately. And I am a fucking YouTuber. Like I should be into this shit and I just cannot like I can't find anything I want to watch. I just love K beauty. Yeah, by the way, my favorite fucking blush. It's Misha Cotton Blush. $5 Canadian. Amazing. Amazing. I hit the pan like crazy. Like there's almost nothing left, but I got a new one. Because it's only $5, Diva. Also, another find. If you want like a smudgy, beautiful, cool tone brown pencil, like eyeliner. This is a gel eyeliner called Satin Blend from Essence. $4 Canadian, which is like probably like $3 US. Very soft, very fucking blendable. But then on the other side, you got a blendable blendy sponge that you can blend it out with. See? Oops. Oops. Diva. That's what I keep wearing. $4 or $3 if you're American. Amazing quality. Doesn't like it smudges really well at first when you're supposed to be blending it, but then it doesn't fucking move after. Divalicious. I absolutely love it. It's so good. Their lip liners though, the one that I tried, like a matte lip liner, sucks. Sucks so much ass. Don't waste your money. Anyway. Oh yes, oh my god, sorry. I forgot. Yes, there's a sale at my jewelry store right now. If you use Fevral20, you get 20% off of everything that is in your cart. Let me show you, divas. Oh shit. Oops. This is a good outfit actually. IDBY off she all. Yes, the entire store 20% off. I'm so sorry your videos don't do well. Does hyping help in any way? I always make sure to hype. I'm not sure. I think it probably does help, but I'm not like 100% on anything anymore, to be honest. I still, like whenever I want to make a long form video that's really in depth and that's scripted, I'm still going to post on my main channel, but it does help a lot if you guys like watch it or share it or do whatever, just because I put so much effort into it. It's really nice whenever someone actually, likes the content. Someone agree with me, please. Internet addiction, because I feel like I'm the only one who struggles with it, even though I know I'm not. By which I mean needing to play video games. Oh, play videos all the time, especially chores. I think even before the internet, people were just like playing the radio in the background or whatever, just like kind of like white noise to just do their tasks, which is not a bad thing, I don't think. Um, Try Tier. They have different cushion foundations for different skin types. I tried them. I tried the silver one because it's for dry skin. Didn't like it that much. Misha is the best, dude. I'm telling you. Like this specific skin tint is the best. It looks stunning, genuinely. It doesn't come off easily. It's just like great. And it also has like almost 50 SPF. It's fantastic. However, I do like the Tier tint, like lip tint. I like their pink one. I have a pink one. Wait, let me show you. Okay. quick quick rapid fire ass or gas section, okay? Essence eyeliner called Satin Blend Gas. Essence eyeliner called Long Lasting Eye Pencil, 18 hours plus waterproof in turquoise. Beautiful color, but ass. Doesn't look good. Essence matte liquid lipstick, 8 hours. Not bad, but doesn't wear that well. Kind of ass. Romance Glass Stain Color Gloss. This one is in. What the hell is it? It's number 18. It's like, oh, Red Bean Talk. Gas. This is gas. It's tiny because it's a mini. Because I didn't know if I'm gonna like this color. It's like a little bit cray cray in terms of like for me, because anything for me that's like dark, it's hard for me to find something because I don't know, Diva. I'm like so pale, it can be a little bit much. But yeah, it's like this. Also smells pretty nice and wears pretty well. Now, Essence 8 Hours Matte Comfort Lip Liner. Ass. Glossier lip glosses. Too expensive. Better get the Romance Glassing Color Gloss, but gas. It's gas. I love this. I do. Tier Waterism Glow Tint in Likely. Gas. This color suits me so well. It's like kind of lavendery pink, but on me it's like really natural pink. Diva. I've recently recommended Lisa's Buffy videos to a YouTuber I follow who wanted to do a deep dive also. I hope they'll watch and share with others. Yes, thank you. MT OCD is a really vast range of experiences. Oh, okay. Well, you guys are talking about OCD in there as well. Maya, it's normal. Don't worry. People do different stuff when there were no YouTube. Yeah, exactly. I get only gambling ads on Twitch, which is ironic because gambling is illegal in my country to the point where you can't even gamble Twitch points on here. Whoa. How do they show that then? How is that allowed? That's crazy. Is that allowed? It's necessary. Okay, Lisa, can you write the method section of my thesis for me? Yes. I'm doing it right now. Telepathically. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see me doing it? You doing chores, etc., proving that the addiction really is not boring. Exactly. Anyone that says it's not just this, but also that is AI, not gonna lie. Winks, reboot, trauma. If you know, you know. God. Divas, I know. Like, what are we. How did we end up here that everything sucks so much ass? DBT therapy helped a little with focusing on one thing, but do I still need a video on a background in the background? Yes, of course. I don't know. I'm not really like. I don't know, man. Wow, I'm so behind again. Emma Chamberlain? What are we? Why? Girl, does streaming actually pay you? No. I mean, a little, like on YouTube when people rewatch the lives, the VODs, I guess people get like, per chance, like maybe I get like $5 off of 1,000 views or some shit like that. On Twitch, I get cents. I don't know. I'm thinking of pivoting because like YouTube, the past couple of months I was just like sitting there like, yeah, I don't think YouTube is bouncing back. I don't think unless I'm starting like unless I'm going into fucking like Mr. Beast mode, which I would rather die. I would rather shoot myself than do that. I don't think it's gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? Like, uh, so. But I kind of love making things, so don't want to drop it entirely. Anyway, um, for me it was one getting medicated for depression and ADHD. I guess that you guys are talking. LOL. What the hell? Oh, we like to talk to you too. You don't say. My life. I have so many videos saved on my watch later on YouTube. It's not funny. 10 in brackets the twink made his of music label. You mean like his own music label? Did you see? I didn't see that. That's crazy. Used to love the Mariahs. Sucks half of them have family in this state that shall not be named. Oh, that's why they had Steam. Damn, that sucks. But truly, it's okay. Don't worry yourself much about it. Yeah. The nail color is cute. Thank you. um, I like to listen to podcasts and music. Otherwise, my concentration comes and goes. Yeah. What skincare one needs? I'm confused, but I need for my skin. Okay. You need to figure out what kind of skin type you have first and foremost. If you have oily skin type, my advice is not going to give you much. I have like dry to combination skin. Like I have dry skin overall, but I get a lot of spots. Yeah. If you have skin that gets irritated by a lot of moisturizers, do something really light like this. I use Purito. It's oat and calming gel cream. It's not too expensive. You can also get it on sale for like $12 or so for this thing. And it's pretty good because it's very like it doesn't fuck with my pores while still moisturizing. And also I do love me some retinol. I use this one from CosRX, whatever the fuck. I don't know, Diva. I really like it because But you know what? You need to be very careful with it. You have to use a little bit every other day at first, and you're gonna have some purging, like a purging period, if you have a lot of spots that are already there. But it basically makes my spots go away quicker. So I like to use it because it, like, at least my skin is not fucked up 24 fucking 7. You know what I mean? Loving the affordable makeup recommendations. I see people recommending big brands all the time. Like, who can afford $30 blush? Girl, not me. Literally, like, I'm so tired of that. And I'm trying to replace anything that was a bit more on the pricey side too. Like, for example, I really loved Glossier Lash Slick, the mascara, because I really liked that it was tubing mascara. So whenever you would take it off, you just go use warm water and just literally slide it off of your lashes, which is so different than like any other um, mascara. And like, it was pissing me off that I couldn't find it anywhere that wasn't like clumpy bullshit. Let me see. I have two mascaras that I really like. Damn. What is it? One sec. Oh, I have so much nonsense on my table. Holy fuck. Okay. Let me remove this real quick. What was I promising to show you? I was promising to show you something. Oh, mascara. Okay, so this mascara, for example, is from Judy Doll. Really good mascara, really tiny brush. Like, look how small. Really, really great. But and it's also only like $9 Canadian, which would be like about 7 USD. Okay. Um, Shopping for light olive skin tones is a nightmare. I mix like 3 foundations. So, okay, right now, olive skin tone is kind of like a new thing in terms of like a lot of Asian brands are kind of being like olive skin tone is a thing and people are looking for something. And a lot of look at Judy Doll or Juicy. They have just released stuff for olive skin specifically. Actually, I can show you stuff on Yes Style. But basically, this is a really good mascara. However, it is irritating to my eyes for some reason, but it does keep my eyelashes really curled and it looks very natural. However, found this Essence again, $5 at most. Essence Lash Without Limits Tubing Extreme Lengthening and Volume Mascara. This one. Divas. This is a tubing mascara for $5 and it works really well. I've been using it the past month or so, maybe. Whenever I was doing makeup for lives and I was like sitting with you doing it. So this mascara, it slaps, dude. It's easy to remove. It wears pretty well. It's great. Anyway, am I into architecture the same way I'm into fashion? I would say so. I think I kind of go through phases, you know. Like, I like a certain movement and I look into it or whatever. Let's see. Let's see if anything happened. If my hair is now more manageable. It just needs to be more manageable. That's all I want from curling it. Fui has such good products. I just got one of those of their Rose Obsession tints. Ooh, okay. So let me show you. I'm gonna do one episode later on all the Chinese brands, uh, specifically like clothing brands that I found that are like kind of like made by small designers that I really enjoy. But here, I've been really into some Chinese beauty recently because they're just fucking killing it with their formulas. Um, it's genuinely insane, dude. For example, this brand, Cheery Up, I don't know, amazing fucking shadows, absolutely insane shadows, dude. um let me see. May Chance. I don't know how to show you all of them. Maybe let me go by lip makeup, maybe refine. Okay, so Judy Doll, I've tried Judy Doll, pretty great stuff. I know that there's like more expensive ones like Red Chamber, for example. It's apparently really good. I haven't tried it because I am not about to pay that much right now. Don't want to do that. There's also some brands like Girl Cult, for example, that has like more edgy shit. And that's the thing with Chinese brands. They just have really, really interesting color stories and stuff. Um, have a good walk. Are you the YouTuber who made the video about the Russian East European model era on runway? Something to the effect of that. Yes, I am actually. Yes. Oh, sorry. I like completely took such a long time to get to that. Ooh, I'm behind. I always appreciate hearing people's tips for identifying AI. I can't recognize it yet, and I keep trying to train my radar. Yeah, I know. Same, actually. Sometimes I have to differentiate if I'm using videos to track time and control distractions or just procrastinate. Um, Juicy used to have a whole olive line but discontinued it. Really? Damn it. Honestly, very off topic, but the IWI cover photo shoots are so gorgeous. I know it's been a while, but what was creative direction like? We wanted to do some slightly what's her name? Oh my god, why can't I remember right now? The goddess that goes, well, is she a goddess really? The one that's married to Hades, that goes back uh, to the underworld in the winter. We wanted to go with that kind of vibe because of the stones in the dance card. Persephone, thank you. The stones in the dance card looking like pomegranate seeds, kind of, because of their shape and stuff like that. Do you prefer brown or black eyeliner? I prefer brown because the thing is, I like black, but it's a little harsh for everyday use on me just because I am very, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but like, like high contrast, low contrast people, I'm very, like, I think a medium contrast, and it can look a little bit heavy on me to use black eyeliner. However, I do use it for filming sometimes because when you film, you get washed out a lot, like a lot, a lot. Um, Anyone have recs on where to buy plus size clothing? That's a hard one right now because, as you can tell, we're in a body positivity recession. People are being fucking freaks again, which is like fucking ridiculous, honestly. But I should teach you guys how to buy clothing online in terms of like looking at the sizing and not looking at like looking at the exact measurements and not the sizing. Because I know a lot of people do this shit, but yes, Girl Cult is like such an interesting brand. They do like really weird um formulas and stuff like that. I recommend only buy things you need, organize what you need. My comrades don't fall into consumerism. Yeah, but that's the thing, I always thought I was like, well, maybe like do I have like an issue with consumerism, whatever the fuck? And then I look at my stuff. I'm like, I don't have a lot of things. Even though my job is to like do costumes for like, different videos and other shit like that, I still don't really have a lot of things. So, like my boots, my black boots, my knee-high black boots, I've had them for 7 years now. And that's like that for all of my stuff. I don't really do a lot of, you know. So, Girl Cult has like really crazy formulas that like transfer proof other things like that, which apparently also works pretty well. But also I really want this, but at some point when I'm out of one of my shimmery palettes or something, really interesting colors, like this one's is just like pretty normal but beautiful, but these ones are like crazy diva. I love it. I love what it looks like. Now also Juicy has really great stuff. You can also wait for sales. They always have sales going on Yes Style. And let me see. I think I saw this new release from them that's for olive skin tones. Let me see. Maybe it's not them. Let me see. Ivory olive. Here it is. If you're pale and olive, this might be really great for you. Olive tone. They started to include olive tone into their stuff. More Judy doll. Anyway, yeah. Insane combined net worth of tech billionaires at Met Gala event. Coin's new name, Tech Gala. Yeah, actually. Sorry to say. I know we're back in our bullshit, sorry. I have a cheaper palette that has two of the same colors of that green girl called palette you show. It's called Vivienne Sabo or something like that, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think you can probably find something that costs less than girl called. Roughly, how expensive is this shipping to Canada? I don't order a lot of makeup online, but yes, Style has so many options. So for delivering in Canada, if you buy more for like more stuff than 60, either 40 or $60, I don't remember exactly, you um don't have to pay. It's free, and it takes about a week to get to Canada, and then within Canada, like 3 days or so until it reaches you. So, like 2 weeks maximum. However, you need to take a look every time whenever you put a bunch of things into your cart, how long it takes for them to get the product, because a lot of products are there in their warehouses, so it takes no time for them to get it. They usually say it's going to be done, it's going to be shipped out within 24 hours. But some things, it literally says that it takes 14 days for them to get it before they send it out to you. So you just have to be making sure about those things, you know what I mean? Like, so you're not surprised when something takes longer because you put like some kind of hair accessory in that takes a while to get, or whatever the fuck. What about Chinese skincare? Isn't that a thing? Yeah, it is. What about it? I don't think I've tried a lot of it, but I'm pretty sure it's good. They have a lot of shit, honestly. Also, when it comes to SPF, tried this one that I liked. It's Mermaid Skin Gel by Can Make Tokyo, but I think to me it just kind of peels too much. And I know that a lot of them peel, but this one peels a little bit too much. However, this one, Beauty of Joseon, I don't know. It's Relief Sun, Rice and Probiotics, SPF 50 plus. This one, Divas. Hell yeah. This shit doesn't peel that much. So it's great. I don't know if I'm cool olive, neutral olive, or cool olive for that matter. I think it's not going to be that much of a difference, to be honest, when it comes to like whether you're cool or warm olive. I think you can make it work with just a bit of like bronzer or something like that if it's too cool. I hate how capitalist oligarchs love to refuse to acknowledge even the possibility that acts of extremist violence are a product of that system that they gladly enable, instead of being entirely the responsibility of their lower classes or the pigs who protect them in their golden thrones made of shit. Exactly. I mean, the thing is, it's they deserve it. They have to be eradicated. Like, what are we supposed to say? What are we supposed to do at this point? They want us all dead. We are dying slow deaths. Why would we do all that? Okay, so Skin 1004 is somehow related to Israel. It's yeah. Agreed. Look up color seasons and figure out if you suit silver or gold more. That's how I figured out I'm neutral olive and I'm dark winter. I can't figure that out that well, tbh, because I'm kind of middle of the road for a lot of things. Like, I'm not like, I'm cool tone, I think, but also I'm not really. Like, I'm more like neutral. The Beauty of Joseon sunscreen is the only one I've used that doesn't end up with my makeup pilling to the point I have to redo it. Exactly. Like, literally, like, pilling you off, especially on the sides of the face. Thank God for this shit, because I'm so tired of constantly having to, like, literally this one too, even though it's good, still peels. I am pale as fuck, but I noticed that if I use anything slightly warm, it turns orange on me. So maybe I'm more cool neutral. I think I might be cool neutral too. Like I can do neutral, but or maybe I don't know. I think that I kind of just like I just do whatever. I just try not to mix warm and cool makeup in one look, just because it starts to look messy. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let me. I haven't had any of my coffee. Can you imagine? Contour is especially hard to find, but I like Roman's latest contour palette. It's affordable for a more expensive one. Is the Kaleidos one. I liked Judy Doll one, but or or Juicy one. I think it's one or the other. But also got this because I liked the cotton blush so much. I got the cotton contour. This one is smoked hazel. I'm pretty sure this is like the palest they have. It's pretty good. Look, it's actually cool tone. As cool as you can go with just like an overall like all face contour. I think it's pretty good actually. Olive is forcing neutral on you. If warm colors don't suit you, then you might be cool neutral. I mean, warm colors do suit me. Like, I look really good in orange. I think I'm true autumn. I cannot lie. That's so funny. I mean, cool tones have been in on the stage for a couple of years for sure, or like even 3 years, especially in the um, Asian market. Right, Pika? Right, Delicious? Oh my gosh, you guys, by the way, thrifted a pair of sandals. And I usually don't really thrift shoes because I have a feeling that like it's hard to clean it and stuff like that, but this pair looks like it hasn't been worn, but some Italian shoesies. Wedgies. Yeah, I think I have a peachy undertone. Like I'm definitely have some pink, but also I would look horrible in orange if that was the case too. So I'm like, Lisa, you're a spring. I'm like 65% sure. I have a feeling I probably am. Yeah, what is it? Spring. Uh, fuck. Spring color theory skin tone? No, I don't know, Diva. What am I even? It's weird because like technically my hair is not light enough, no? But this palette is the one that looks best on me, I think. Or light summer. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea, Diva. I have no idea. Anyway, this year's Met Gala was a little different than usual, as while many of the biggest celebrities were in attendance with suitably lavish outfits, they were joined by an increasing number of names from the tech world who bring with them their often exuberant wealth. The year end rich lists have long been dominated by tech figures, Elon Musk, whatever. Um, a significant amount of money was donated by Jeff Bezos and his wife, Lauren Sanchez, this year, with the pair providing $10 million contribution, which is literally just like nothing, absolutely nothing. Yet they weren't the only influence that led some of the brand, led some to brand this year's event the Tech Gala. He was joined by Mark Zuckerberg and Google co-founder Sergey Brin. I assume it's Sergey Brin. I don't know, bitch. And other influential tech figures like Instagram's Adam Mosseri and Google execs Charles Porch. Using data from Forbes' real-time billionaires list, the estimated combined net worth of these five names alone is 775.5 billion. Can you imagine? All we need is take these mofos out. Who said that? That's so crazy to say. And someone said that. Wow. Anyway, Interview Magazine posting this is so fucking ridiculous. Billionaires, bubble tea, and fried chicken inside the Mark Hotel on Met Gala Monday. She's pretty, Tyla. But, is it Tyla? I think it is. I don't know, Diva. Anyway, yeah, but I think these ones are just like weren't really worn. Someone just like bought them and gave them up. Um, Maybe a light spring, any of the summers. I think light summer, but it feels like people say that for every single pale curly. Honestly, yeah. Or like they say clear winter or something. Um, Luigi 2.0, come to us. Exactly. Pinky up. Who said that? Just saying, United Healthcare's prices only went down after Brian Dobson got what he deserved. Guys, Huda Beauty or Fenty Beauty? Honestly, neither. Too expensive for what they provide. Not that good. Not that good. Okay. It's your special interest? Well, tell us. Tell us more, Puka. The fuck? um. Anyway. It's 9 p.m. on the first Monday in May, Met Gala Monday. I'm standing in the lobby of the Mark Hotel. Ground zero for Met Gala related dressing and undressing. To be honest, I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I'm a food writer. I write about salads and burgers for a living. But for whatever reason, I've been given credentials to stand in the lobby and watch celebrities walk to the elevator that will take them to their fabulous rooms after their fabulous evening, taking photos with fabulous people. Do they ever get tired of themselves, do you think? Do they ever wake up and go, God, I can't stand myself. Like, I'm such a piece of shit. Anyway, without credentials, you can't even get on that block. Security here is incredibly high. There are some very important people staying in this hotel. Billionaires. Yeah. K-pop demon hunters. Yeah. World shapers. World shapers. Interview Magazine needs to be shot on spot. Holy shit, that's ridiculous. World shapers. Did you hear that, Pika? Did you hear that? Whatever. Cardi B, at least one cushion. And also, Maud Apatow. I am here to listen and observe, to bask in their presence. Take a few photos, and maybe if I'm very lucky, I might even get to see them eat a chicken tender. You guys, when you get lucky to see a celebrity eat a chicken tender, Wow. I wish I hope I'm lucky enough one day to see a, an absolute dickhead eat a chicken tender. Fuck. You guys. Maybe one day we'll all be lucky enough. This article is so dumb already. I cannot. Oh, oof. Wow. I can't lie, Fenty skin tint is incredible. Well, Sama, best makeup brand then. Damn. I don't know, Diva. I feel like I use different types of brands for different things most of the time. You know? Like I don't really use one or even two. I used to love Glossier just because it was like really good for my skin, but it just got so expensive for no reason. Tyla used a tiger in one of her photo shoots, and that's horrid enough, but that tiger also looked so drugged and out of it. I just can't with these celebs using animals in their shit. That's sad. Damn it. Not to be rude, but this person writing this sounds like a model paragraph I was given back in year 7. I mean, yeah. Ew, what is this article? What the fuck does that even mean? Diva, Cardi B, what was that? What was that? Lisa, so you preferred your chicken fried or grilled? Hmm. I don't know. I guess I don't really care. Light and soft summer are really neutral. Soft summer is the most neutral of the seasons. Oh, okay. It it's giving trying to get another invite. Isn't it crazy how you can't even criticize as a critic nowadays? Like that's just not allowed. It's crazy. It sounds like cringe fan fiction I wrote. Wait, I could have written at like 14. Diva. They don't even look like themselves in the mirror, so they can't be sick of themselves because they are barely even a person anymore. If they're tired of themselves and they like hate themselves for being such pieces of shit, they just can go and get a new face. And when they look in the mirror, they're like, "This is a new person." It's not the same person who paid to blow up a bunch of kids. That's not the same person. It's not the same diva. It's not the same. You guys. I just saw a hedgehog for the first time ever. What, like in the wild? That's crazy. I love that. Lisa, do you ever use your sound effects live? Because this is my first time and there aren't enough fart effects for all this foolishness. Well, yes, I do actually. I do. When you called my name, I was like, I'm listening to you at work. Oh, the wet and wild skin tint is so good. Okay, everyone, write it down. Goddamn rich people, still my fave line from the anime or on high school host club. Oh, I know. Actually, that was like probably my favorite part of that anime in general. Like, just Haruki or Haruki. I don't know. Not giving a flying fuck about their bullshit. Um, this belongs on Wattpad. Yeah. Watching rich people eat whilst billions starve on their doorstep is giving jackpot, lottery, and Super Bowl. Like genuinely, someone,
Do you by
please.
chance have a gun I could borrow?
She does usually use a soundboard, but she hasn't had her coffee yet. She's off her sound effect game. I know, guys.
Time 6.
Sarah Paulson having a dollar bill covering her eyes and being like it represents the 1%. I think my cat just licked my phone. You think? You don't know for sure? Anyway, back to this horribly written article. So fucking funny, holy shit. You see, the Mark's famous hot dog cart has been taken over by KFC tonight. It's so, God, it's so interesting. It's been taken over by KFC, you guys. I can't believe it. KFC, wow. And they'll be handing out boxes of chicken tenders and potato wedges for returning guests. Wow. Celebrities, they're just like us. But they're also on GLP-1s or 3s. Bone, apple tea. Oh my god. I know, okay, I know Empty said that his makeup was horrible, Hudson's makeup. But I thought he got literally mauled by a bear. What the hell is going on here? Um. Okay, bye, Omar. Have a good day. Not gonna lie, my high school quirky author voice is being clocked. This is why everyone should have their Wattpad phase in early teens so later they don't write stuff like that. Oh my god. You know, Wet n Wild, I don't think we have it at our stores in Canada. Maybe London Drugs has it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Bro, Wattpad writers are better than this. Stop, he's cute. He said they referenced Black Swan. Who did? Who referenced Black Swan? Well, at least they didn't say bone apple queef. I was waiting for that to happen, not gonna lie. Bye, Linus. Um, this article sounds just like anime fan fiction I used to write when I was 12. I thought the old skinny Ozempics would they even eat the KFC? Yeah, because you can eat a shit ton of shit. A shit ton of shit. It's crazy. On GLP-1s. You don't have to be dieting that much. You can just diet a little and be this thin. But then all of them walk around being like, oh, these people, they're not like, they keep on talking shit about others being like really not body neutral, not body positive and stuff like that, while they themselves can't even diet themselves to this size. They gotta do drugs to get there, and yet they walk around telling people how they should look. It's crazy. I'm back, divas. Hudson, what is this? I know. It's one of the few drugstore brands that actually keeps their shit affordable. It's the same with Essence. I think that they're like the only ones that still try to keep it affordable. Hudson Williams, I'm crying, Lisa. Like, listen. I think people were mad at him for smoking weed or something like that. And I was like, you're confused that a Asian from Vancouver smokes weed? I'd be confused if he wasn't constantly high out of his mind. I'd be like, wow, that's a new one. Wow, a Asian from Vancouver who's not fucking constantly high. That's a new one. It reminds me of when Lisa shared her dieting trick, and it was just to eat whatever she wants, but only take one bite. Oh, you guys. I remember people were mad at his letterbox reviews. Oh yeah, true. Um, like Miss Ma'am, you're one strong gust of wind from toppling you over. Sit down and shut up about people, how people should look. The thing is, I don't give a fuck what they look like anymore because I'm gonna be real with you. They don't have the same lives as we do. They don't have to actually be able to stand on their own 2 feet. They can be constantly lightheaded as shit, and it's not gonna change anything about their lives. On top of it all, I don't give a shit about them because honestly, they gross me out. I never thought the thing is like I've always kind of had like a bit of kind of like a meh or a neutral relationship with celebrities. The hell is that? Are you hearing this? Okay, let me close the window, I guess. Damn. Someone decided to be annoying as balls today. Make noise. Anyway. Uh um I forget whatever the fuck I was saying. Hey, 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 hey. Oh yeah. So I kind of had like a more of a neutral relationship with them. Sometimes I liked some of them, sometimes I disliked some of them, but kind of like it was always a neutral area, right? Now I can't like I look at them and I'm like, fuck. Ew. Ew. And the thing is, like people will like there will still be celebrities in any society. It doesn't matter whether it's capitalist or not or whatever the fuck. Like people some people are more well known than others. However, well, maybe it's not celebrity, like celebrity is not a correct term to use here, but some of them would be well known, some people won't be, whatever. However, I think that it's just like everything about them grosses me out so much. Like even buying things that I need, I'm like, fuck. Let me find it some Chinese designer or something like that, just so my money doesn't go to the fucking Epstein class. And I know that people are always like trying to be like, oh, that don't call them the Epstein class or whatever because like it's not really an accurate representation. Yeah, I'm talking about capitalist pigs, of course. However, I do like to bring up the Epstein shit just so you don't forget. Just so we don't forget how disgusting that shit is. Anyway, it's giving K-pop idols getting canceled for smoking in a country that chain smokes like it's their job. Literally, it's kind of like I agree with whatever his name is. Fuck, I can only remember a dozen, but that's not his name. Lucas. I remember Lucas getting canceled and like the things that he's done. There's a lot of things that deserve to be um he deserves to be canceled for. Not the smoking though. That bitch Chinese. Obviously he smokes. Like what are you new here? What the fuck? Anyway, absolutely they are outside reality or just in another reality entirely. Exactly. It's the 1% version of having off his hands. It's a flex to be frail. Exactly. And it's like the same thing with like people being like, oh my god, Ariana, like she posted and whatever. And there's people who are like criticizing it, and there are also people who are protecting her and whatever. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, she could die from it and it would not be my problem. She did it herself. She wanted to do it, and she's not thinking about the global issues that we're dealing with right now. To use the global issues, maybe not use, but to understand your place in it, and maybe not be so self-absorbed that this is what you're doing publicly. Go to a rehab, fix it, or something. Like, why am I supposed to give a flying fuck what a grown woman in her 30s that she can't manage her condition? She has money to do it. It's one thing when someone is sick, right, with anorexia, and they don't have the means to actually deal with it. This bitch does have the means to deal with it. She's doing it on purpose because she's part of the ruling class, part of the capitalist class that enjoy this type of bullshit. They enjoy this type of shit. This is the GLP-1 epidemic is basically the new wave of tuberculosis. Like, they think it's a flex, even if it's just subconsciously. even if they're not conscious of what they're doing, which is pretty common for people who are still participating in cultural waves of shit happening. It's like a sign of being of a particular class for them. Yeah, not gonna lie, the one thing that made me recover from my like 5 year bulimia anorexia shit was realizing that I'm not a celeb and I do need to have a strong body to function. It's crazy. Yeah, because the thing is, you first and foremost, you don't fucking get paid for this shit. You know, at least with idols, it's like this is their job. Sure, I'm not happy about this. I think that they're actually doing a lot of harm to society. Sorry to say, they are harming society. But at the same time, at least they get paid for it. Us, on the other hand, what the fuck are we doing it for? Are you gonna get on the cover of Vogue if you're skinny enough? Is that what it is? That's just dumb as shit, for real. In my country, we have celebrities trying to blame obese people for not having enough Ozempic for sick people, as if it weren't their rich co-workers who are taking Ozempic from people who need it. Exactly. All this influencers constantly talking about, like, they're all like body positive and whatever until they get their hands on Ozempic. Then suddenly they're the most hateful bitches around, talking about everybody and their mother and how they're not skinny enough or whatever. I especially hate when someone is like not even overweight, not even like usually like on the lower side of like medium weight or something like that, and then they still go on Ozempic. And they still, or like what's that girl from Emergency Intercom, was already skinny. No, we need to be even skinnier just to get on the bandwagon. We just need to have this influence, this negative influence on society. We just can't help ourselves. It's fucking ridiculous. Even some Chinese brands are tied to some shady people in government, sadly. Which ones? Exactly, it's really a privilege to be frail and not know how to do anything. Exactly. Like, they have these $1 million houses, and for what? Who the fuck needs a house so expensive and with so many rooms? Majority of them don't even live with that many people. Yeah, and it's also the thing is, like, if you live in Vancouver, the amount of, like, we have so many apartments empty. We have so many houses that are just empty. No one can afford them, but we have them, and everyone keeps being like, we need to build a more. We have a housing crisis because we don't have enough housing. And it's like, brother, we have whole ass neighborhoods like Shaughnessy, for example, empty. Nobody there all year round. But we need more houses. The fuck yourself. Like, goddamn. Who are we talking about? Arianka. Yeah, Arianka. Off topic, me and my family live as expats in UAE, and your videos are the only thing that keeps me from going into Great Depression and motivating me into making art. Oh man. Hold on, diva. Yes, anorexia is self-fetishization of your own skinniness. Listen, if you're good at something, never do it for free. The thing is, like, if you are struggling with like anorexia and stuff like that, I think that maybe limiting the amount of times you can see yourself, like if you're like at a peak of it, you know, limit the amount of like reflective surfaces around you and other things like that, because not seeing yourself, not perceiving yourself at all fucking times will do wonders for you. Forgetting about your image will do wonders for you. You'd think, genuinely, you'd think that this is more about like something else, but it's genuinely about the fact that you constantly perceive yourself and you normalize it to yourself to the point where you don't smell the bullshit anymore. Like, it actually helps a lot to limit that, to limit viewing yourself constantly. I mean, I still don't give celebs a pass because you can literally see the influence they have, especially with idols and body image. Well, yeah, yes. I don't know why they're so hypocritical, like, damn, your opinions change every time the wind changes. Exactly. It's this twofold thing where she got backlash for her body, but also attention and sympathy. There's always plausible deniability with celebs like that, where they can shrink. Oh, shark. The responsibility to public. I don't know what that is. I think it maybe misspelled or something. Judy Doll is the one I remember. I think there's one or two more to remember right now. What are they? How is it? Like, what are they related to? How are they related to something? Person I meant was an influencer. It was some pop star who promoted medical scams. I think it was gummies or Hashimoto. Hashimoto? What the fuck is Hashimoto? But actually, don't tell me. But her worshippers were mass hating everyone who pointed that out. Yeah. Yeah, forget about your reflection and spend more time looking at real people. Like, just look at others without thinking about them as a piece of meat and deciding, you know, oh yeah, the navel gazing of it all. I already hated myself when I was anorexic, but then the shame for being so self-centered came later. The thing is, I don't even like. I think shame is not that useful. Shame is kind of like a stopping force in terms of like making progress, right? So, ED is not so simple as not looking into mirrors. Well, yeah, it's not. But if you are at the peak of it, this is one of the things that does help. It's just like not seeing yourself as much, genuinely. Because I think that we, like, when you're constantly feeding yourself these images, especially in this culture where we're so used to seeing ourselves from outside ourselves, looking, instead of using our body to just experience life, we consistently just see our bodies experiencing life, and we're so focused on that. What happened with Enya? I haven't watched since she was making playlist videos. I don't know what happened with her now. It's been a while since this whole thing happened. Shark just means avoid. Okay. It's an autoimmune disease. You mean anorexia? Probably. I don't know what the official classification is, but I'm sure it's not something that's just from the outside or whatever the fuck. However, I do think that it does help not to see yourself. If you are at the peak of it, I think it would help to limit seeing yourself as much. Just because I think we have a problem as a society, not just people who are struggling with anorexia, but everyone is looking at themselves way too much, and it not offends, what is it called? It affects a lot of things, not just anorexia, not just your personal like ideas of what you look like or anything like that. It has a lot of really weird effects, in my opinion. Also, sometimes it helps if people you spend a lot of time with just shut up about people's looks. Exactly. Holy fuck. Okay, so this is kind of a thing for me. Like, even if I'm in my head about my looks or something like that on on one of the days for some reason, I just shut the fuck up about it because I know that I can deal with it. I'll be okay the next day. I'll get over it. However, I know that it can negatively affect people around me, friends, family, whatever. Talking negatively about myself about something will be more damaging to people around me than it will be to me because I will get over it. I know I will. But other people around me, I'm like, if I'm gonna start complaining about like my fucking arms or legs or how like big or small something is, I know that it's going to be a point. Like if they're smaller than me, they're going to feel a certain way about it, and if they're bigger than me, they're going to feel a certain way about it. It's not going to have any positive effects or even neutral effects. It's definitely going to make it has more impact than direct commentary about someone's looks, because sometimes you might have like negative relationship with that person, so they will not take you seriously, or they will think that you're saying it from like a different perspective or other shit. But when you talk about yourself in front of other people, I think it has a lot more influence on them than if you're commenting even on other people. That's my opinion. Like, of course, it's helpful, but that person not seeing themselves as a whole could also be a symptom sign of some other issues. In what way? I'm not sure what we're going for here. Example being limited seat sizes everywhere, limiting closed options, harassing plus people, improving their health, and discrimination by the healthcare system, etc. I think that the most egregious thing is the healthcare thing. No matter what issue you come with, if you are even like maybe even in the like normal weight section, medically speaking, if you're up there on the more like normal scale, which is also bullshit, but you know what I mean, the doctors will just not fucking help you with anything. They will consistently be like, just lose weight and they will talk, which is like, diva, that's not how it works. Like, I know people, like friends and stuff like that, who had really bad issues with their health that had nothing to do, it turns out, obviously, we knew that. The doctors just didn't want to fucking know it. That they didn't have any issues. Like, they didn't have those issues because of weight, but they would come into the doctors and they would always just turn them away and be like, lose weight first and then we'll talk, which is absolutely insane. I think the most helpful in fighting with low self-image instead of focusing on looks is better. It's better to gain some hobbies, to have something to appreciate in yourself other than appearance. I think so. It's the same thing as that girl said, like spell pharaoh. Like, yes, you can stand in front of the mirror and constantly tell yourself you're beautiful or whatever the fuck, but you're gonna have to figure out how to enjoy yourself outside of looks, because the thing is, looks also don't last. You will be changing. Even when you look a certain way, you're gonna start changing because of age, because of being sick. Like, I think, you know what also helped? And the thing is, I have like a little bit less, like I might be a little bit more harsh on people when it comes to them like being really weird about looks and stuff like that, because when I went to like when I went through chemo and I lost so much fucking weight and people were telling me like, oh my god, this is so great, like at least your skin, like genuinely that changes you as a person. I don't know. Like, now I'm like, honestly, I have very little patience for it because of my experience with like chemo and everything. It's definitely a social issue as well. So many women say they got the most positive comments on their body when they were literally dying. Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. And also when I was a kid, which is also really fucking weird. It like really makes you feel so creeped out for the rest of your life, because you're like, well, now I can't stop noticing that the things that you like about me now are things that are like more on the childish side of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Yeah, these photos of Ariana get posted all the time, and majority of the times people will comment how pretty she is. That can be good for your psyche if you have anorexia. Yeah, I was in a very toxic relationship with an anorexic bulimic person when I was a teenager. I was starting to develop disordered eating and body dysmorphia. Yeah, because it is like very competitive, right? Lisa, sorry to say, but you are a very natural, beautiful person. ED is a very complex and genuinely a sickness. Well, yeah, I think so. I think so. But I had issues up until I was like 14 or so, because the thing is, Russian culture very, very ED driven, very much so. More like post-Soviet culture, because the thing is, in Soviet times, it wasn't like no one was obsessed with being fucking skinny, eeny, meeny. That wasn't a cultural thing. That's why, like, all of our posters, if you see back then, women are not like stick thin or whatever the fuck. But however, I think now it's like it got like really bad. Like when I was 11, the amount of like the bullying in my family, not my immediate family, my relatives, was so bad when it comes to my weight. And I wasn't even like, when I look back at those photos, I was just like absolutely normal size, not even overweight, let alone anything. Like it's just like it's so unhealthy. Like their mindset is so unhealthy that they will literally make you feel like shit for being very normal size. And mine were so bad, divas. If you grew up Slavic, you know what I'm talking about. Like they are brutal about your looks. They're so nasty about it. And I started to, I think when I was like 13, I had a moment when I was like in a car looking at my thighs, just so fucking pissed at them, just like scratching at them, being like I fucking hate them so much. And then I realized, I was like just in the car, like this is actually so fucked up that they are saying all that shit to me as a kid. Like I'm a child though. And for some reason, reframing it this way, realizing how sick it is of them to treat me this way because they don't like something. Even if I, like, I remember thinking, like, even if I am the biggest girl in the world, like, even if I am going to be massive, who cares? Why do I not deserve their love and support anyway? Why don't I deserve at least neutral relationship to me? That pissed me off so much. I remember being so pissed off in the car, just like being like, fuck, they're fucked up in the head. Like my aunts, like they're genuinely fucked in the head. And there's nothing that I want to be, or nothing I want to have in common with them when it comes to these things at all. So me getting so pissed off at them snapped me out of that shit. Because I was not, like, I was actually had really, really bad tendencies when I was 13 because of how much bullying from them I was getting for being fat. And that genuinely, like, I wouldn't be even able to just go across the kitchen, just like walk across the kitchen without them being like, see, the whole house is like creaking because of how massive you are and stuff like that. Like, and they were serious about it, by the way. They were very brutal. Like the words that they used were really disgusting. And getting pissed at them and realizing that this is not normal behavior for adults to have towards a child. I think that dynamic, the fact that I was like, wow, that's actually like really fucked of an adult to do that, really helped me get over it. And then for some reason, after that, even when I would like sometimes feel insecure about something, I never felt insecure for a long time because I was like, that's dumb. Like I need to fucking have like get a grip. And it was helping a lot. I think that just like that relationship with them and seeing them as adults treating me like this made me so disgusted with people who think that way, whether it's about yourself or not, to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm not ever, this is it. Like I have to force myself to never think that way because it's fucking like, it's just cruel. Whether it's towards me, myself, or towards others, that's just something that you shouldn't be carrying in you. And like obviously this is just like more of a cultural thing. There's also people who literally just like can't fucking eat anymore because of like mental issues, mental disease, you know. But that's there's still some things that you can try and do whenever you are going through like ups and downs of it, to try and mitigate it for yourself, to try and make it better for yourself. Yes, I completely hid my ED from my family, and I did it so well that they deny that it was real. Classic. I don't know if you really get it. Sorry to say, ED. I mean, yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Because people can say they care about people's health, but they're encouraging EDs and dangerous dieting. Yeah, exactly. Body neutrality is a lifesaver, and not enough people know it. I think body neutrality is, yeah, like body positivity seems kind of strange to me because it's like, it's just like a little bit too much of like over thinking about the bodies anyway. Body neutrality is something that I think makes more sense, at least to me. I mean, culture we have encouraged everyone into ED, guys, into bigorexia. Bigorexia is crazy, dude. Are you kidding me? Anyway, I don't know if I can like really explain the development of body wholeness in children in the live chat to fully explain my point, but I'm saying it can be a part of some other psychological issue. I'm sure it is, because how else do you describe, like, how else do you explain it? The at least I'm skinny shit is so grating. I know, same. I agree with body neutrality, but also body positivity to me is along the lines of believing that I can do certain things to prevent chronic pain or doing more outdoorsy things. I think that's body neutrality. Like being like, body is supposed to serve me, not I am beautiful, la la la. Like constantly being thinking about like body as a thing, as a separate thing kind of thing. I don't know. No point talking about anorexia without fat phobia into context. Yeah. My ED has never been about my looks, but it revolved more about my stress, to the point that in peak ED, I feel stress free because I cannot think of anything other than food. That makes sense. I think that for me, it was also like about control. Like whenever I didn't feel control, it was kind of like I can be so on top of this particular thing that I have to do every single day, which is eating, right? That I can be like so control freak up on that bitch. That you like feel like you have control over the entropy of life, but that's just also nonsense. It's not actually doing anything. Yes, I was super underweight as a kid, and I got nonstop comments on how lucky I was. Yeah. I had to find out firsthand that not all EDs are based around body image when I found out about AFRID. I don't know what that is. I'm back, divas. What happened? We're just talking shit. I'm so freaking confused because, like, do people want people to be skinny or curvy? Like, what's with the back and forth? It's exhausting. Well, yeah. My ID was when I was 13, and I was like, well, if I can't be pretty, I'll be skinny. I don't even know what I want, sadly. Sama, what's in part, I think girls and Bs and gays are not socially rewarded for taking what they need literally. Oh yeah, it's the whole thing of also not being given the same amount of food and stuff like that, right? So at least I take it back. I did not know this lore. I just feel a bit cautious because, like, yes, ragging on rich people's slay, but it is no joke. It isn't a joke. I think that some things, like for example, mental health is something that you need to be taken care of, right? I, for example, have a panic disorder. So what I did is I went to therapy and I took my meds and a bunch of other shit, like just like helping manage it or whatever. If a person doesn't have the means to do it, I leave them the fuck alone in terms of that. Like, I'm not gonna be like, you need to figure that out. But if you have the means to do it, I'm going to tell you to figure it out, because someone needs to be like you can't just let your life devolve into absolute bullshit just because you have a disease. We all have diseases. Like literally all of us do, and we need to take care of it. If you don't have the means, that's a different conversation. But these rich people, they do. And they still refuse to do it, and they actually glorify it and try to take pictures, like her taking pictures inside of a guitar case or like a ukulele case. That's clearly body checking. And she's doing it on purpose. This is not like a random thing. She's doing it purposefully. You know? She's definitely fucking triggering people on purpose. I recently looked through old photos with my mom, and there was a pic of a little me, and I remembered that I already hated my body there at the age of fucking 9. Slavic household survivor. Bitch, isn't it crazy? I think about it back now too, and I was like, fuck, isn't it nuts? Like, I was just a kid. Like, why was that in my head already? Why were they telling me this shit? Why was I aware of these things? When I hit puberty and started getting curves and my hips and thighs showed, I was looked at as if subhuman by my family. Hey guys, what the fuck? Exactly. The amount of okay, also the amount of sexual harassment that I experienced as a 9 to 12-year-old really really fucked because I'm again, I've always been like I would say I was always kind of like 4 like size 4, pretty skinny. Not big, not small, kind of not like super small, but I wasn't, kind of just average, like 4 is like when I'm in shape, and 6 to 8 when I'm not. So it was always like there, just very mid, like mid range. But I always had a big butt, and I always had a small waist, and it was really like that. I developed really early, and the damage that you get as a little baby, as a little girl, with people saying the most disgusting shit, with 50, 70-year-old man hitting on you on the beach, making you feel so disgusted by your own body, even though you're a kid and you can see that you're a kid. Like now looking back at those photos, I'm like, yeah, that's a baby. Those fuckers were just pedophiles, straight up. Like there's no way around it. And you start to hate yourself because of the negative feelings that you have associated with your body because of that. It's so sad how we hated ourselves at such a young age. Yeah, the comments from your family really hit deep for me too. It's the same in Middle Eastern countries. Yeah, I would constantly get fat shamed as a child to the point I starved myself for an entire 2 months. It was the worst period of my life. This was coming from my aunties and uncles. Same. It was always my aunties and uncles, and the most it was coming from aunties. And it's so crazy because the most insulting thing is when you were starving yourself and they would be like, finally she stopped fucking eating. Like they weren't even like worried for you. They were like, finally. We deserve to look at ourselves and think about what we like, what we want to express ourselves as, because everyone is going to have an opinion and they can fuck off. That's also related, the relationship that we have with bodies is related to also us not being able to tell what we desire and what we don't desire, and why it takes so long for people to figure out their sexuality. Like why for the longest time you could be like in comp head hell, because you don't know the difference between finding peace in being desired, because you think it's somehow going to lead to like stability in your life for some reason, or calm in your life for some reason, or actually experiencing desire as something that you want, like something that is a direction, something that is supposed to tell you who you want instead of feeling good about wanted or whatever the fuck. What's the most annoying? Fellow minorities also participate in that ED Tumblr coded bullshit, and they act as if that was cool. Yeah. I mean, it's also related to white supremacy. If you ever feel like, damn, I'm slipping into this shit, remember, this is white supremacy also. It's all connected. I can remember going to the doctor when I was really sick, and while examining me, they said I shouldn't be overweight at my age and that I should save it for when I'm older. Excuse me? Yeah, like you were just like you just decided to be overweight. Like you just wanted to be overweight specifically. And it's not like your body is just like a vessel that is carrying you through life, and life happens to you sometimes. Like, yeah, body neutrality and just neutrality about appearance is so important to me. I coped with ED by turning process of food making into an act of loving myself, and as I did it, I would think I'm helping myself, I am nourishing myself, and that helped me. Yeah, and as well as it's also someone grew that food, right? Someone put in so much work into creating that, and you're putting so much work into creating it, and it's a not lifelong, but like a millennia long tradition of making these things delicious for us. We're supposed to be enjoying life. We're supposed to be enjoying all of these things, and it's also part of capitalism that we don't enjoy these things, that they are stripped away from us, that we're eating crap, you know, instead of good and I'm not even talking healthy food, I mean like good food that takes time to prepare, you know, that requires fucking sauteing and spicing things and like leaving it for a few days so it actually gets like marinated and stuff like that, right? Like all of those foods that we're supposed to be eating that we're not eating because we don't have time to prepare them the way that we're supposed to. What saved me was seeing people existing in the beach in Brazil, and for once in my whole life not feeling anxious about my body. Body image is so different than US. It's toxic in different ways. Yeah, definitely. Most cultures, like the more you get kind of like placed into this like capitalistic mindset, the more you start to be weird about your body. Photophobia. Thing about ED, for example, compared to depression, when I got on meds for depression, I realized I was sick and it was out of my control. But with ED, you're sick, but it's also something you're doing. I'm not sure got that. Um, I'm lucky that when people were trying to push weird body stuff on me, it made no sense, so I ignored it. But now I'm trying to learn how harmful and pervasive this is in our culture. It's insane. Photophobia. Wait, let me see. I can't tell what that is. Photophobia. Light sensitivity? OCD said, okay, because you're doing it to yourself and you have to want to change, but ED takes that away. I think there's a few mental health disorders that have that similar um, attitude of like not being able to actually fix it because um, you don't view it as a problem. It's so pervasive because the conflation of your health and others' idea of beauty, etc. Oh my god, the K-pop idol star railing photos, stair railing photos are so insane, and I never see comments pointing out the body checking. Oh yeah, diva. Yeah, I actually had to like kind of. I realized it's good that I didn't find K-pop until later in life because it would have been very damaging to me as a teen. I think, like, it definitely wouldn't be a good influence. Honestly, I'm over others' opinions on my body. I was either called too thin growing up and now too fat. What I will be working on is exercise, taking care of my body, and treating myself better. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to like exercise and stuff like that to just like I want to get stronger so I'm not constantly like lightheaded and shit from but I think that it's also just the fact that life is so has been so difficult on me in the past 5 years or even 6 years. It's been such a shit time that I feel like I have like a really hard time working out or eating like less sweets or something like that just to like not have up and down, you know, like when you have like a sugar high and then sugar drop and you're like need to take a nap or whatever. I don't want to be having to do all this shit, but I don't think it's fair to expect myself to be able to do those things when everything else is going so fucking poorly that it's like, well, I don't have other ways of getting dopamine or at least some kind of like comfort in an upward projection in my life. So why should I be forcing myself to also not eat something or whatever the fuck? You know what I mean? And also when you are dying from cancer, genuinely all you think about is like, why didn't I eat that fucking cake? Why didn't I do that thing that I wanted to do? Why did I restrict myself in any fucking capacity whatsoever? that was so fucking useless. And obviously you have to mitigate that as someone who is a survivor of cancer, because you go back to your normal in quotations, and you kind of have to figure out how to live with it, that it happened, and that you don't want to be doing anything that requires discipline anymore, because you're like, I don't give a shit. Who gives a shit? It could come back tomorrow. What's the point? And yet I have to fucking figure it out, like how I want to go about it. The other thing that helped with me with ED, realizing men want me to be skinny so they can control me, and so I'll be too malnourished to use my wonderful brain. So out of spite, I'm like, fuck you. Yeah, that's exactly it. Think about capitalism. They want you to be malnourished to copy shit off of celebrities, so you don't notice that they are taking away your good food, your ability to enjoy meals with your friends. They want you to not notice these things because you're too busy trying to be skinny. First time I was leered at by a man, I was 8 in his school uniform. Same. I think I was on the beach somewhere, and I didn't wear a swimsuit for like years after that because I was so afraid. Like I had like a gut, like a visceral reaction every time I was like even near a beach. I was like, oh my god, I need to like put something on. I'm so scared and stuff like that. And it was like I couldn't figure out why I had that negative reaction so quickly. And then I was like, oh, I think it might be that man that scared me as a kid. Even as a late bloomer, I felt so bad for the girls that developed earlier. And as soon as I developed in high school, I got called jailbait by someone in my family. Ew, Sarah. I know, fuck. It's so gross. When I was like 9, I went to this sushi place with my dad all the time, and a server there found my Facebook and started talking to me, even followed me to the bathroom there, gave me weird looks. Ew, he was like 30. Dude, okay, so when I was in high school, I went out, and it was in Calgary, right? I went out of the high school to go walk over to my mom's job so we can go home together. And I just like crossed the street. I was literally across the street from my high school, and this man comes up to me. He's at least 30 something. I'm 16 maybe. He's at least 30 something, I'm telling you. So he's like starts talking to me, like flirting and shit, and I'm just like kind of very uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say. Also, it was like my first or second year in Canada, so I was really like I didn't like half of what he was saying. I was like, I don't fucking know what he's even saying. And then he's like asking for my phone number, right? I panic. I tell him the real phone number because I panicked. Then I start walking away. He calls me. So I kind of got lucky that I panicked and gave him the real phone number, because he was literally right there when I was walking away. He's behind my back. He started calling me to see that I gave him the right phone number. So disgusting. I came to my mom's work, and my aunt was like I was telling them about this, and I'm like, he like keeps on calling me now and sending me text messages, and it just makes me sick. Like it makes me feel so nauseous. I don't know why, because obviously I knew why. Like, well, I didn't, but now I know why. Like obviously I was just really scared, and it really rattled me, right? So then we get into the car, they're like laughing, like my aunt's like laughing about being like, why did you give him your number then if you didn't want? And I'm like, I panicked first and foremost, but second of all, I kind of got lucky that I did give him the right number, because otherwise he would have probably literally attacked me for lying to him. Because he checked on purpose to see that I gave him the right number right there and then. And they were like, haha, why did you give him your number, yada yada. Then he kept on messaging me, and I kept on like ignoring it. And the messages that he was sending me were like, oh, at one point he started like making jokes as if like we're getting divorced. I'm 16, mind you. A foreigner. By the way, don't even start me on Western men and like their ideas about women from other countries and stuff like that, and the fact that he quite literally definitely knew that he could, you know, be a dickhead to me without me knowing how to even respond and whatever, because I'm a foreigner and I don't know what's going on. This conversation is so wild. I remember every aunt and in my life had an opinion about my child teenage body, and they would ask me repeatedly if I was on a diet. Like, huh? Yeah. Agree with everything, Lisa. I feel for normal people who have ADs without the resources to help manage it. But these celebrities glorify the ADs, capitalist status symbol, and cause so much harm. Yeah, because to them it's a status symbol. It's not. It's not a just a disease. It's a status symbol, and they are doing it on purpose. Yeah, he was a freak. Sent me a bunch of weird messages. Ew. Even these last years, there was where I've been really sick and lost weight. I just hate that they always have to look at my body and comment on it. She's so skinny, bitch. I'm sick. Exactly. And the thing is, when I got sick, I was like, now everything fucking like sends me into a spiral. If I lose weight, I start being afraid that cancer is back. Like, I immediately lose my sleep. Like, I have to go do my blood work and pester my oncologist, be like, are you sure it's not back? Are you sure it's not back? Like, go fucking insane in the head, okay? If I gain weight, I think something's wrong. Maybe it's also a sign. Is it okay? Is it like, I genuinely have to like stop myself from spiraling whenever there's a change in my weight, because your weight does show you sometimes, like if you go out of your normal range, right? It can be a sign of something being off. So now I'm like completely like losing it every time. Growing up, dissecting your own body, wondering if people like you for you or for your sexualized body parts. Always, I know. My mom and grandma are from Albania, and they comment about my body every now and again. Whenever I lose weight, they compliment me, and I just hit them with, yeah, I'm poor, can't afford to eat much. Yeah, as you should. You know what? I do this shit, especially when I lost all of my hair because of chemo. I had to go, like, I went to the cafe that I worked at. It was across the street from our place, and I worked there for about 2 years. Then during COVID, they cut down the staff, and I was one of the people who were cut. And then in about 6 months after that, or 9 months, I got cancer. And when I came back after losing all of my hair and everything, and I started to get, like, I was already feeling better because it was after my treatment, I came back, and this woman that would always come in, and she would always comment on everything, like she would be like, I don't like your makeup like this, or like, this doesn't suit you, or whatever the fuck. Like, she was always telling you shit to your face like this, which is like, honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, even if you don't like my makeup this way, I like it that way. Why do you give a fuck, diva? Like, whatever. So she would always say things like that. And then one day I come in, she's there, and she tells me, she's like, oh my God, why would you do that to your hair? It looks so bad. Why would you just like shave it off? And I was like, oh, this is my time to shine. I love making people who don't know their place uncomfortable. It's my favorite thing to do. I love fighting people. It is what I was put on this earth to do, genuinely. It's the, what? Aries moon. Me joking about zodiac out of nowhere. Anyway, so, what was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah. And then so when she said that, I go, "Oh yeah, I didn't cut it. It fell out." And she's like, "Fell out? What happened?" And I'm like, "Cancer? Blood cancer to be exact." So she just like froze. She was like, "Oh. Oh, I didn't know that this happened. Oh, I'm so sorry." Whatever. And then after that, the girls who worked at the cafe were like, Lisa, thank you for fucking doing that, because she stopped commenting on our looks entirely. And I was like, oh, how I love using it. Just hopped on the stream and really wasn't mentally prepared for such a topic. Oh, Elliot, I'm sorry. We're gonna go back to making fun of rich people. It's fine. It's fine. Come back. Come back. Um, Hi, divas. Hi, divas, to everyone who's just coming in. I'm sorry. Um, an uneducated and malnourished population is one that can be controlled. Exactly. Exactly. So eat, bitches. Eat and read and study. I don't know how to explain, I guess. But there's sort of sexual aspect also to ED. Not that you're doing it to be sexy, but that you're treating your body as a fetishistic object. It is a very complex issue. There's also not just fetishistic. There's also a part of it that happens to people who have been SA'd, that they want the parts that are considered to be like, it's kind of related to victim blaming and how victim blaming the society is, that they are like, well, this happened because you look a certain way, so you try to get rid of the pieces of you, which is like attractive parts of you, which is also obviously not right, but you know what I mean. It's just like one of the things that I've also noticed is big with a lot of people, and I realized that was what was driving me when I was like 12, 13. It was genuinely being like, I need my ass to be smaller. I need my boobs to be non-existent just so no one looks at me this way. Other things like that. Anyway, let's go back to making fun of rich people. Just so we microdose this types of conversations. I got the same reaction when I shaved my head. I remember telling you about it because I was so pissed. Exactly. Because the thing is, don't fucking say this shit to people. Maybe like they wanted to shave their head. They wanted to shave their hair on their head. It's their fucking right. So, I love that I love that you tell your cousins and your nieces and whomever you're related to that they're sweet and great. You should.
My lioness. My lioness. My lioness.
Crazy how the very first sin was a woman who ate. Anyway, back to making fun of rich people. The night started slowly. We all sat and watched the door, waiting for someone to arrive. For a black van to pull up, and for a beautiful person to get out of it. Around 10, the first celeb to arrive or return was Paul Kelly, the guy who played JFK Jr. on Love Story. Wow, what a handsome man. It's honestly not fair. By the way, is this person like, are they being facetious? Are they joking? I don't think they are, which is making this like a lot funnier. Anyway, sometimes God will really spend some time sculpting a beautiful face, but for the rest of us, he'll just mush up some clay and throw it in the kiln. If I looked like him, I would be the worst person in the world. He's having a moment right now, and he seems to be really enjoying it, but he did not eat a chicken tender. His loss. Someone who can guarantee was eating after the gala, or at least drinking, was Blackpink member Lisa. I spotted her team bringing at least 10 bubble teas from Haiti up to her room. I love a bubble tea drinking queen. This fucking... Oh, this is so cringe. Holy shit. Anyway. Oh my god, the dollar bill. Yeah, she's back with that fucking dollar bill. Whatever. As the night wore on, more and more celebs started to appear, and I was having a great time. Being a paparazzi is fun, low key. Everyone looked amazing. Celebrities aren't just like us. You can't help but come to terms with that truth when you see Tyla. Seeing Cardi in her Marc Jacobs dress was amazing. I love everything about her. God, I love when our overlords have their little puppets walk around in their little outfits that are made out of plastic but cost $5,000. I love faux luxury. I do. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was maybe the most starstruck by Alyssa Liu, fresh off her big Olympics win. Klaus and Kushner are very tall, and they're also little fuckers. I don't know if you know about Kushners. Look them up. Disgusting bunch. Just letting you know. Anyway, Joe Burrow is also very tall. Wow. I've always wondered, as if I know who fucking Joe Burrow is, by the way. I saw the head of Instagram, the founder of Google, and the youngest self-made female billionaire. You guys, they unironically said self-made and billionaire in one sentence.
Can we fix it? Baby, can we fix it or fix it?
No wonder people aren't reading magazines if it's filled with this slop. Diva. I mean, holy shit. This feels like too much to be real. It's giving TikTok growling boyfriend. Oh my god. Calling your readers chopped is certainly a choice. I know. Like, talk about yourself, the Interview magazine. Damn. Hi, Lisa. First time catching you live. Hi. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Love your content. Oh my god. Hi, Diva. Do you have a little puppy in your picture? In your profile picture? Love it. Lots of butt leaking going on here. Literally, Diva. This is reading like a TikTok comment? Yeah. Peak writing. Fucking Shakespeare. Wow. Girl boss, queen. Girl boss writing. That's what we're dealing with here. They worked so hard for their billions. This makes reading the research articles I have to read for uni feel like a pleasant experience. That's why I read them, because honestly, sometimes you just need it to feel better. Shakespeare. Please. Yes, it's a Yorkie. I'm her aunt. Oh my god. I have a Yorkie Shih Tzu. And I'm her mama. And she's sleeping right now. I need you to send this article in the Discord. I need to know who wrote it and blog them out. Okay, let me do it right now before I forget, because it's very likely that I am going to forget. Let's be real. Divas. Okay, let me go to streams and send it. Okay. Anyway, so, Adessa Zion and Chase Infinity. were a fun and sparkly duo. They really have so much hair. Somber wants it bad. You can tell. You can tell that Somber wants it bad. And I think he might just have it. He got the crowd all riled up. Paloma said the best part of the night was seeing Stevie Nicks. And then her and Alexa Consani led the crowd in a sing-along of Edge of 17. Shout out to all the people helping to carry those long trains. Of course, the night was not without drama. What would a night be without drama? It got a little heated. So many people wanted to be in that room. I felt really lucky to have my badge. Moving on. The star of the evening, to my surprise, was Hudson Williams from Hidden Rivalry. I'm straight, so unfortunately, that show's not for me. But it seems like every woman in the entire world is completely obsessed. He seems to be the guy everyone was waiting for. He walked in with Daisy Edgar Jones, and they beelined to the elevator. A manager of a prominent artist stepped away just for a second, and in that time, she missed Hudson. She missed the whole ass Hudson. She was devastated. To help ease the pain, I sent her some photos that I'd taken. God, you guys, do you think her pain is eased now? She waited late into the night, hoping he'd come down that elevator and show his face one more time. I hope her wish came true. Just saying, divas. Greetings, Miss Lisa Diva Viral. Hi. I know. Dude, I still can't get over the fact that her name is Adessa Azion. That's so dumb. Did she do it on purpose? Saying what would a night be without drama and not talking about the drama is crazy. I mean, I think she thinks that someone like someone's manager stepping away and missing Hudson passing through a building is drama. That's so pathetic. These people, like, the fact that to succeed in journalism, now you have to, I don't know if they're serious, but they're probably doing this because they want to be, you know, invited again to do the thing. It's like so debasing to have to speak this way to just have a career. You know what I mean? Like, that's saying what would night be without drama. Wait, famous people showed up and stood there and even walked around. No fucking way. I know, girl. My head genuinely hurts from this article. This is so funny, dude. Help Tammy. So true. They want to be Gossip Girl so bad he's spotted with C by the elevator. Nothing can beat Imogen Gay Poots. Who? What are we talking about? Every sentence is genuinely shocking me. I know, cheeky little late night tender is a hell of a sentence. Listen. Anyway, but the real MVP of the evening was Harry. Harry's been working the hot dog cart at the Mark since it opened 7 years ago. And tonight, he worked his ass off, slinging chicken tenders. You can tell that it brings him joy to get those boxes into the hands of as many guests as possible. They are not eating them in the lobby. But they are bringing them to their rooms for a cheeky little late night tender. His smile brightens the room. He's having the best time. More fun than anyone. Tonight is his night. It's his Super Bowl. It's his Met Gala. And he's winning. Around midnight, Tessa Thompson's team took the last box of chicken up to her room and Harry got to go home. He's gotta be back tomorrow morning. Sleep well, my king, and see you next year. Is that for real, the article? God, I, wow. Wowie, wow, wow. I can't believe that this is the world we're living in, for real. More fun than anyone. I. Poot Lovato? Exactly, that's what I've been thinking about as soon as you said poot. Damn. And they're serious, dude. They're serious. Wow. Wowie wee. Let me show you. See how many people they used to arrest him? Tacky. Throwing a 15 million fundraising party to raise 6 million while her staff is underpaid. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw it. I posted it on my Instagram that the staff of Met Gala posted that like a crazy fuck, let me see how many just to be sure. Let me see real quick. Today, the day of the Met Gala, the unionized workers of the Met posted this image to their Instagram. 91% of hourly Met staff in our unit earn less than living wage. I feel like we should all be living in the field, being, I don't know, fucking fairies every time I look at the state of the world. He didn't just work and serve food. He did it for the rich people. What a privilege. The whole article was about people walking past each other. Oh my god. Oh, this is absolutely nuts, dude. Okay, so it doesn't want to let me do anything unless I sign in. Um, Met Gala 2026. Activists leave nearly 300 bottles of urine in protest of Bezos' involvement. An activist group placed hundreds of bottles of urine inside the Metropolitan Museum of Art to protest billionaire Jeff Bezos' treatment of Amazon workers as he and wife Lauren Sanchez Bezos prepared to serve as honorary co-chairs and lead donors of the 2026 Met Gala. Everyone Hates Elon, a British political activist group to protest Elon Musk, placed nearly 300 miniature bottles of fake urine. Fake. Come on, you guys. We can do better than that. Come on. What the hell? Jeff Bezos' company Amazon is literally being sued for forcing workers to urinate in bottles. Amazon avoids millions in tax, and Bezos is one of the world's richest men. The Met Museum is taking the piss by having Jeff honored as their gala host. When they celebrate Trump's billionaires, let's ridicule them instead. The group wrote in an Instagram post about this stunt. Come on, you guys, we could have used actual urine. Go piss, girl. Come on. Boycott the Bezos Met Gala. Exactly. Brought to you by the firm that powers ICE. Dude. Amid the protest and call for a boycott, multiple celebrities are skipping out on the Met Gala, including Zendaya and Meryl Streep. Good for them. Elle reported that Friday that Zendaya will miss the New York City ceremony to take a break from the spotlight after doing 2 near simultaneous press tours for the drama and euphoria. Who cares? Who cares? Oh my god. Meryl Streep was rumored to have turned down a co-chair role at Met Gala because of Bezos and Sanchez's involvement. Her representative told The Independent, Meryl has been invited to the Met Gala for many years but has never attended. While she appreciates Vogue, Anna, and the incredible imagination and stamina, it has never quite been her scene. Imagination and stamina of Vogue, you guys. And they're being serious. Whatever. And Amazon reduced the pay to their contractors by $1 per hour just when the gas prices went up. And on scheduled blocks, they offer rates that are 3.5 per hour lower than what they were paying 1 month ago. We need to rein in the uber rich. No, we need to get rid of them. Brawl broke out at the 2026 Met Gala due to protesters clashing with police. Good. I hope they clashed them hard. I hope they clapped those cheeks. Shit. Who said that? I'm Googling how to piss. They needed that guy who pooped on the K-pop award show last year. Oh, that's too good. Collapse what?
Time and place, and you did it at my birthday dinner.
Who said what? What the hell are we talking about? What? No. Anyway, the 2026 Met Gala hasn't been without drama. Oh, that's not drama, diva. We're gonna get your ass. Page 6 reports that a person who was seemingly protesting Amazon's labor practices amid Jeff Bezos' involvement in the Met Gala tried to rush the red carpet near Tom Ford and Julianne Moore. The individual reportedly pushed his way through the crowd of fans and press, jumped over multiple steel barriers, sprinted through traffic, and then vaulted another barrier. Per a source, Tom instinctively put his arms around Julianne to protect her. He was only about 20 feet away from them. Oh my god, you guys. This dirty little commoner was almost 20 feet away. Can you imagine? And Tom, he protected Julianne. He was protecting her. You don't get it. You don't get it. He's so... God, he's so dreamy. He's just so dreamy. He protected her from a dirty commoner. Oh my god. Not a commoner. Jumping. Running across the street. Jumping steel barriers. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm sure all of them wrote just really strongly worded letters to Anna Wintour being like, please keep the dirties. Please keep the pores. Please keep the pores out. Better. Tom had to protect Julianne. Fuck. What if that guy walked the red carpet? What if he walked it? Can you imagine? What would they do? What will all of them do? Fuck. Fuck. It's just crazy at this point. God. The New York Times also reported that anti-Bezos campaigns have erupted on the New York streets and subways and online. God. Over the weekend, supermodel Bella Hadid left a telling like on a post about Bezos' participation in the Met Gala, and notably didn't attend the red carpet on Monday night, although her sister, Gigi Hadid, was there. We know where Gigi stands. Ay. Them being like, my god, it was a brawl. He jumped over things. Can you imagine? He's such a scary person. Wow. He's just so untamed. How dare he? He walked the street of New York. Can you imagine? Sometimes I think about it and I'm sick. I feel sick. So scary. Should have gotten the Scientology run kids to the Met Gala. They would have made it to the carpet.
Remember me, the fired Amazon worker that you signed off on the smear campaign calling me not smart or articulate, but you also said to make me the face of the whole unionizing efforts against Amazon. Amazon is heavily invested in this genocide. They invest $7.2 billion into Project Nimbus, a project that is being used to fund and power the technology being used to surveil and target innocent Palestinians. Also, we all know that Amazon has ties to ICE. They are powering ICE devices. Now you're going to have the Met Gala where you're going to be surrounded by all these elites and billionaires and A-listers when you have poverty right outside on the streets. We got to remind ourselves that it's more of us than there is of them. And when we fight back every time, we win. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Billionaires, they got to go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so the team of this guy, this Chris guy, they don't know where he is, where they took him. Hopefully, there's some updates now that they know where he is, but. And he ate that. Yeah. Quite literally. Quite literally. I mean, I know that there's gonna be probably people who are gonna be like pissed at me or whatever for being like, well, why didn't you talk about the outfits? Why did you? Because it's rot. You can tell by things that they're wearing, even that this is not something where you can separate the art and the artist. Okay, this is the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, did they try to kill him? No, I don't think so. I think that they just like arrested him. And what do you mean they don't know where he is? Like, I don't know. I think that they probably didn't know which precinct they took him to or something like that. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if there's like any updates, like proper updates. Chris Smalls. Maybe there's like an update on his Instagram, right? Probably. He said Amazon is slavery, fast forward 400 years. You're right, brother. Brat. Okay. 16 hours ago. 6 hours ago. Okay, let's see this 6 hours ago. Probably the most updated one, right? Reportedly arrested outside of Jeff Bezos sponsored Met Gala. No formal charges had been publicly confirmed as of the time of this report. I don't know, man. It's so funny the way that they're like, he ruined this year's Met Gala. They all suck. They suck, divas. Anyway. Oh, Christian Smalls, he went on a freedom flotilla as well. Whoa, okay. Anyway. I really don't know. Let's see. It says Reddit, so maybe there's like more. Calmly gets out and turns himself over, still swarmed by porky pigs. Make oligarchs afraid again, literally. Damn. I can't find anything. Can you guys find anything? Yeah, I can't tell. I'm sure he's all right because he's pretty big now. Like if they do something to him, they're going to be shooting themselves in the foot. Like he's not he has a lot of eyes on him. I mean, I think Hudson's makeup sums up the quality of the whole event. Don't so need to waste time. Exactly, divas. Arrested for what? Amazon union organizer and against Israel. The biggest crime of all, it seems, these days. I hate this timeline. Literally. Are there any updates on this? Like, seriously. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. If you guys see it somewhere, let me know. Chris Smalls found has been located after his team said they were searching for him. Okay, so they were like having a hard time finding him. That was 5 hours ago. Chris Smalls, founder of the Amazon labor union, has been located after his team said that they were searching for him following his arrest during a Met Gala protest. According to an update from his lawyer, Smalls is being held at NYPD Manhattan Central Booking and is expected to see a judge around 2 p.m. He is reportedly being charged with a misdemeanor. What kind? He was just there, just a person existing. Like, supporters are asking people to show up for jail support at 1 p.m. at 100 Center Street, New York, New York. They also said medical aid was not administered and his condition is still unknown. Protesting is a misdemeanor now. America, the free. Where's the Patriots ad? Butt licking for corporations. That's where. Exactly. Quick to charge him, but all the pervs are still in office. Exactly. Lemis poetry. Damn. Fucking crazy, dude.